I did miss a couple.
It's all good. Let me know if you need any further help besides the what I've outlined in the channel. Let us know when the extensions are up to date, and we'll get right on started.
All right. Dice tracker. Okay, I got them. I thought I forgot I had already did that.
That's always the best. All right. So, to get our recap going. Okay, there we go. All right. Session start in 3, 2, 1. So, at the beginning of everybody's journey, the party had found themselves in a small town named Erduin. Unknowingly, they had stacked up in the same tavern. And while they were there, when they went to sleep, they all got an eerily similar dream. As they went into unconsciousness, they had found themselves waking up in a complete, not even a room, a dimension of absolute darkness, not being able to see anything no matter how far you may have looked, including their own body. And as they tried to contemplate what was going on, they suddenly heard a voice that penetrated their minds. It said to them, "Adventurer, the realm needs you. An ancient evil is threatening to rise again. Draktail, the Twisted One. He's a monstrosity that strengthened himself with the power of the dragons, with scales so strong that no weapons could pierce it, except, of course, weapons crafted from a specific gemstone. I will guide ye to places rich, yet places lost. The realm counts on you to collect a countless hoard of onyx." Now, after hearing this, all of them were served sort of very inky black colored drinks, which, while suspicious, investigation of the source of that inky black drink didn't yield much to them. However, they did eventually find out that the town itself was in a bit of a conundrum. See, there was this old mage's tower that was currently occupied by a dwarf, which had sown deadly insects within the halls of this new tower, well, this old tower, his new tower, in an effort to make sure everybody stays out. Now, they had kidnapped two young men from the village itself, thus the adventurers were tasked with going there and clearing it out, which they did. After clearing it out, among the pile of sort of collected knickknacks that the dwarf himself, but mostly the bugs, had put together, they had found a bag of holding onyx. Now, this bag seemed very new relative to everything around it. Trying to reveal more information about what was going on to them, or perhaps about Draktail themselves, they had headed back to the town, and they looked through the resident library that was there. However, the librarian had recently left and took a vast majority of his books with him, including they had found a book that was a potential lead to exactly what they were going through. However, it looked like the librarian had started to revise this book, but the new revised copy was taken with him. Quill was his name, and he was found in the tenacious tundra, which was a snow-covered landscape that had sprung up seemingly out of nowhere. The landscape itself was already there, but the vast amounts of snow that now covered it were not. The party had fought some slug-like creatures, while Quill was going on and on about something called the Void, and about a literal Terran reality that he wanted to get to. After which, he would, of course, grant the party as much information as he had. Leading the party to this very realm tear that he knew about, they first found a bit of an alcove, whereupon they saw 3 corpses with light armor, which had all died by blades. They also found 2 heavily armored individuals that were seemingly torn apart by some ferocious and brutal animal. In this very cave, they had also found 3 notes. Note number 1 said, "Investigate the void. It's surely to be a power source infinite. However maddening, the cost is bearable." Note number 2 said, "Faciliaris will destroy this world. We're to collect every ounce of onyx from the mines." Note number 3 said, "The king must succeed in his ascension. He'll have this realm as his own." These notes are in the written in the notes section of the Discord. And then notes number 1 and 3 seemed to be written by the same handwriting. Along with their map, they had which had a mark nearby, and it had one in the city of Thalamir, around the mines specifically. When they left this place, they quickly found Ter in reality, accompanied by a very large yet sickly-looking white dragon. Its body was covered in patches of void, just complete darkness as far as you could see. Luring this creature away, after learning that the void beckons to anybody close to come jump into it, they now fought the weakened dragon, which was even more weakened than it was when they first found it. It seemed to use the void as some kind of a last crutch to stay alive. Now, upon death, this creature reverted form. Before them now lay a young woman with red hair, heavy armor, and red scales crawling up her skin. The party had deduced that the woman transformed into this draconic form and thus slaughtered all of her allies before bursting out of the cave and seeking out the void, though they're not sure to what end. Then, the party pressed on to the ember mines of Thalamir in search of onyx. They had spent 5 days traveling there. Now, the players did accrue, a few of you had accrued exhaustion, and a few of you had lost some hit dice. However, it is fair to assume that I think the party will rest upon making it to Thalamir, which does mean that 1 extra day has passed, pretty much. But all of your exhaustion, I don't believe anybody had level 2, I think it was just level 1. So the level 1 exhaustion is washed away, and I doubt that anybody lost more than half of their hit dice. Now, the players all made their way to the city of Thalamir. Now, Thalamir consists of 2 volcanoes, named Marmadine Nagateru and Marmadine Nagateria. One volcano is made up of a series of intricate tunnels that are all carved into this relatively weak volcanic rock that makes up the mountain. Now, all of these intricate tunnels lead to a very large main chamber, multiple large main chambers, all stacked atop one another. The buildings in this here room are carved from the stone or from the soft rock that was there before it. The city is primarily occupied by Yuan-ti, which are snake people, whom have entire floors of the city dedicated to just leisure areas where they lay around and feel the natural heat of the stone surrounding them. In order to get down, there's a large hole in the middle of every single one of these large chambers that is designed for people to just kind of slither down. But thankfully for everybody whom has 2 legs, there seems to be sort of a crude staircase that is chipped into the rock, sort of to the side of these large holes, for anybody whom is not of Yuan-ti blood, or at least pure Yuan-ti blood. All right. And despite the fact that these volcanoes, or that this volcano seems inactive, there is constant volcanic smoke rising from the volcano that you can see from the outside, which perfectly obfuscates the entire city completely. The second volcano, Marmadir Nagateria, to the right side, is non-active as well, and has been turned into a grand mine. You currently find yourselves within the city proper, which is Nagateru, and from what you knew, there was a druid in town, which was a point of interest, and there is a magic blacksmith that goes by the name of Medahan as well in the city on the first floor, thankfully for you all. Like I said, time spent within the city, basically long rests, will advance time. Do know that. But as of everything right now, the party that arrived in this town is currently in town. Is there anything you would like to do?
I mean, I think we just after we come in, we already have done the rest, or we have not done the rest yet.
Yes. We'll say that last time you had spent some time within a few places in the city that have like hot water. You swam a little bit, and now you feel great.
Awesome. So I think the worst anybody had was 1 level of exhaustion. So 1 safe rest, long rest would have taken care of that problem.
Yep.
Yeah, other than that, I think we wanted to. This was, I think, February 5th, the last time we had a session. I'm trying to. I think we talked about trying to reach and speak to the druid, but if other
Yes.
people in the party wants to just jump right into the hole, we can do that as well. So I guess I guess I'm speaking to Vale and Huron at this point.
Yeah, we did talk about going to see a druid. I just don't remember where that druid was.
Is in the. I mean, we can ask someone in this place because everybody should know where she is or he is.
Yeah, last
She
time
is.
you had asked the guards that were out front, and they told you where the location of the druid and the location of Maidahan's shop.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, did we pick up some a little extra money in our last little bit of adventure, or maybe spent it? Yeah,
Not sure.
I'm okay with going to see the druid first.
Yeah. I also have like a plate armor that I can't use. Maybe we'll run into someone, new friends that can use it. So I'll just I'll hold on to that for the time being, or sell it to Medahan. I don't do much of selling myself.
Was the plate armor not
Yeah.
handed over to me, or did we pick up more sets?
We had
we
access to basically 3 of them, right? Because 3 people were wearing plate. So
Yeah, the 3
Yeah,
people that
I don't-
died.
we
Oh, yeah.
had many plate armors. And I took one, but my strength is 13, so I can't really wear it. It's too big for a small goblin like me.
A small
Just need to
quarterly.
get swords.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess we'll start off with finding where they pointed where the druid would be.
All right. After some deliberation amongst the party had decided to indeed travel to the area where they know to be. Is this? Nope, that's going to add this, right? Can't. 1 second. Can I just delete the fog instead? That'd be easier. Okay, that does it. There we go. Now let me do it like that. Yes, there we go. Okay. So, after walking around for a little while in the vastly, majorly occupied by Yanti city, that was a mouthful, you eventually do find a rather large shop actually in the middle. There does seem to be a bit of a shop area where just there's plenty of people trying to sell as many things as they want to. And it seems that the economy in this place is surprisingly strong, considering its seemingly random placement in a volcano with no real import or export going on. As you enter into this building, you see that it is just covered tip to toe in all kinds of herbal remedies, you assume, and more types of not vegetables, but herbs and plants that you could ever imagine. Matter of fact, the smell when you walk in here actively assaults the nose immediately. And you do see in front of you to the right, there is a little bit of a table with a woman standing by it. This one's a human with all kinds of decorations about her that seemingly takes some kind of visages from animals and then uses their beauty, really, to adorn her own clothes. Nothing seems to be like it all seems to be like imitations rather than real, actual like animal stuff used in her garb. And in front of her, you see that there is a Goliath person standing there, whom is currently holding up some sort of a pet that you see, and is asking the druid, or is taking from the druid, sort of a small little remedy that was meant for a small cut that this creature had gained. Please, if you would like to describe yourself, Miss Goliath.
I am actually smaller than most normal Goliaths. I'm only 6 feet tall and 200 pounds because when I was younger, I had a illness that that I had for a while, so my growth rate wasn't as good as it could have been. I have red hair that's pulled back in a braided bun, and I have purple eyes, and I am a fighter.
Yeah,
Wow.
first one.
Yay!
Is this map to scale? This looks way so big.
Yeah, it does
Good
look
lord.
weird.
Yeah.
The tables are not quite that massive, but they look wacky.
Huron, we walked into a giant's house, I think. This is so
Yeah.
big.
All right. Yeah, the giant was just stationed just here.
Yeah.
From what you remember from your journey, you were just traveling about, trying to do what you were trying to do, which you may or may not explain to the party. But on your travels, your faithful companion had suffered a small cut that wasn't super grave, but it was something that needed to be tended to. And the druid, once you started talking to her, had agreed to just, help you out for the sake of the animal. This will cost you nothing, but this remedy, once applied, should take care of this small injury quite rapidly.
Okay.
Oh, what is the animal that's there? Sorry, I think
She
it told-
she is a mastiff,
Oh,
but she's she's still kind of a puppy.
is your puppy okay?
Yeah, she just received a small cut. She should be fine soon as I get the potion applied to her.
I'll cast Cure Wounds on the Mastiff.
Oh, by all means.
That-
Rolling is not really necessary, but if you'd like to, you can.
That would heal for 15 HP.
All right. This little goblinoid creature that has just walked up to you reached out their hands, and with a sort of a warm green glow, you can see that the flesh of your creature has started to rapidly grow and thus suture itself shut as if nothing was there at all.
Oh, you.
You're welcome. Hope the little fella feels better. My name is Branch, and this is my friends. His name is Huron, and this here is Vil. What's your name?
My name is Alara, and this is Tank.
Ooh, hi, Tank. So I would also look at the druid, and did we learn her name from one of the guards, or don't know her name yet?
I don't think so.
Oh.
She would introduce herself as, oh, well, that's quite the trick there. That'll take care of that even quicker than the remedy would. Hello, that was quite kind of you, little sir. My name is Viserys.
Oh, and what does she look like? As in, like, species-wise.
Human. Whom
Human.
has adorned in themselves with like a lot of, not foliage necessarily, but like what would make you think of foliage. Her clothing represents that quite well.
Tasty.
hello, Miss Viserys. We are new in the town here, and I don't know why. I just we were speaking to some guards, and they kind of mentioned, and it seemed like it would be good for us to make your acquaintance because we are probably choosing to do something, shall I say, foolhardy and possibly dangerous, and I guess having help of or guidance of a healer in these parts could be useful.
Wow, that sounds interesting. You might not be surprised with how many people whom are going to do dangerous things come to this here place first. What dangerous thing would you be mentioning there?
Well, if I understand correctly, we might be walking in the hole of a volcano, so that cannot be safe. I don't think.
I assume you mean the mines, yes?
Yeah.
Ah, I see. You were looking for something to protect yourselves, then.
If it is, people living in the area seem to be not minding the heat all that much, but we just came from like a snow retreat, so to speak, and we kind of, this heat is probably not going to get better as we go down into the ground.
No, it will not. Unluckily for all of you, genetic biology has not lent you the ability to resist fire naturally, myself included, matter of fact. And then she taps like a small golden ring around her wrist that has, or not around her wrist, around her finger that has a small ruby in the middle. Unfortunately, I also was not born naturally with it, but magic can do it quite well.
Oh. Also, like out of game, is Veil generally like a little bit better with fire because of the tiefling background, or that's not something come from a background like that? I don't know, but in any case, would you be able to help us out? Because I think this journey, we don't have much in the ways of money, I don't think, but if we could help you out in some way so that it could lend us some magical assistance there.
Well, what would you be looking for? Let's say if prizes were none to matter, what would you like? Unfortunately, I don't really have a stock of things. I make all things to order. But if there's anything in your mind, what would that be?
I mean, if we're going into a hole that is hotter, something to keep us cool, I believe, would be useful.
Okay. A tincture to keep cool. I see. Anything else?
I don't know. I mean, we haven't explored, but if I am to understand, some of this might also be filled with some sort of noxious gas of some kind here and there, so something to fight that. I mean, you probably have better understanding of what dangers these mines can contain, or things you have heard people talk about.
Right, that is fair. There are a few lads and lasses whom try to test their luck, I say, in the caves. And a few of them, well, most of them don't come from money, to be fair, like you said. But the ones that do definitely go in quite prepared. Doesn't necessarily mean they'll always be okay, but it does definitely help. I've completely forgotten my train of thought, excuse me. I was just trying to think of all kinds of tinctures that would be helpful to you all. And as she turned around, all of her muscles all of a sudden go stiff as a board, and she goes, as you now see behind her is another human, or another person, with a cloak above their face, and long black cloves that has stabbed a sword through her stomach. Everybody, please roll me initiative.
She was just about to help us.
Things got serious
No.
quickly, boys.
Oh shit!
All right.
Oh,
God dang it.
Branch has a strong 5 to contribute into this combat right here.
This guy's gonna be halfway to Timbuktu before we get a chance to do anything.
Come on, where's the D20 there?
I mean,
I
luckily for us,
rolled a nice hot 7.
Oh.
yeah, luckily for us, this room is the size of like a castle, so it's gonna be taking a while to get out.
Yeah. Okay. I will explain to the new players how to do this in a second here.
Okay.
Okay, I named this one Viserys. There we go. I always forget to name people when I prep.
I am so bad at this. I literally wrote a tool to help me do that.
Oh, names?
Yeah, no, I wrote it something that can just give me like 50 names at a time, so I can pick something.
Oh, yeah. That's fair. I do have a magical ability to just pull names out of nowhere, so that's pretty neat, but they might overlap at some point. Okay. You have a... Yikes. Okay, bro. You're bad at your job. Okay. So, for the new players here,
Oh, wait a minute. I
For
just
some reason, that name has. You said so.
Yep,
Is
that's what I
token
thought.
110 person, or what is that?
It was
no.
the token. For some reason, had not had its name updated, even though I had.
You can just
updated.
right click and put the name. That would update the stuff after. Like you have to have a name under your thing.
Okay.
Okay, Roz, could you drop your character token onto the map, please? If you have it. Oh, there you are. Okay, so yeah, feel free to like put yourself down like anywhere that you would reasonably stand or be standing when this happened.
Oh.
And then, what I would like for the two new players to do is to right-click on their respective token, and then you'll see at the bottom it
Okay.
says Add to Initiative. Go ahead and click that.
Right click.
Done and done.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're
Alright.
out here doing God's work.
And then in the top left, you can see that there's those two swords clashing, the initiative tracker. Please click on that.
Yep.
And then you'll find, well, first of all, it'd be easier to, again, no, or this time, left click your token for me real quick. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the fifth option there will be to edit text. Once you click on that, you can just type in quickly the name of your character. That will just help me because the name will always be on the screen. And it will dictate their name in the initiative tracker.
Okay.
So please type in your character's name in there real quick. Oh yeah, it's not enter, it's the little check mark.
But also, do you want to rescale the room, or the room is good as is?
Ah, send it.
Okay. This
This gargantuan library. That's
Yeah.
fun.
Gargantuan library with all these with these giant tables and the massive flipping cauldron over by the fire.
Yeah, you know, it's normal.
You can make a
Okay.
lot of soup in that.
which confirmed.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well, he is a druid.
Grim, if you could left click on your character and then the fifth option will be to edit the text.
Oh,
there.
okay. It shows it on my side. It shows that it went and it had it. So, okay, left click.
Yeah, and then the fifth option, the two T's. If you click on that, you can just type in your character's name real quick.
Why is it not?
We'll just do like this. I don't know.
There you go. And then the little like check mark to just pop it in. All right. And once that's done, I would like you to
Initiative.
both to go to the initiative tracker again, or if you have it already open, that's all good. You'll find
Okay.
your name of the character there, and then you can edit that 0 to your initiative. But I would like everybody actually to type the initiative, but then with a dot, and then whatever your dexterity bonus is. So like if you have a +4, then you could do, then you can do a
Okay.
.4. The reason I do this is just so if anybody rolls the same initiative,
Okay, where's my...
then they'll both they'll sort each other based on dexterity bonuses.
Wait, then
Okay.
person should have a 6, right? If
I
they
know.
roll
I
the
just
two.
I just typed in something random. I haven't rolled
Gotcha.
this initiative yet.
Okay, where's my... Oh, there it is.
Oh, it's the other way around.
I'm gonna need
Wow.
my character sheet for this.
This person sucks.
Probably. Yeah, he's trash.
Okay.
I mean, I rolled a 2 as well, so I should not talk the big game, but I just have a higher dex.
Yeah, but it's like this whole thing, man. Come on. All right, so he does have
Where
a.
did-
Go ahead.
Well, can you repeat the initiative thing again? I had to open my character sheet. Where exactly do
Oh,
I
yeah.
find to add the initiative?
In the top left, you'll see the 4 options. The one most to the right is the 2 swords clashing. That is the initiative tracker. If you click on that, you'll find your character's name, and then you can just edit that 0 to whichever you please. So put in your actual initiative and then dot, and then after the dot, you just write your dexterity bonus.
Oh, I see what's going on. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not actually rolling initiative, correct?
You
No,
are.
you are.
Or
Because I haven't even shown up yet, so I didn't know.
Oh, Jesus Christ! I am sorry. You're not in this combat. My God, my brain
It's
is
fine. I was
absolute
confused
mush,
why I was rolling. So.
dude.
is
My bad.
is
This man
anybody
is not
outside that can help us? Is there anybody outside
Help!
that can
Help, please! Any
Somebody
new
help me.
adventurers that would like to join? That's my bad completely. All right.
Is there
need
anybody?
We need a hero.
Need a hero.
Possibly a tiefling about 6 feet tall and pink skin color. We'll take anybody with named Roz, possibly.
That's me.
All right.
Yeah, I've got a real good feeling about that name in particular. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Unfortunately
I'm
for
a
you all,
cleric.
considering the way that this character had jumped out onto you all, it does get a surprise round on Viserys.
I mean, wasn't that the stabbing?
Yes, but I'm gonna roll that
Okay.
now. So that is the thing.
Okay, gotcha. Imagine he misses.
That would be exceptional. Unfortunately, he does not. Unfortunately for some folk, I imagine.
Damn, that's a sneak attack damage right there. That's a rogue if I ever seen one.
Okay, I can't really necessarily find the thing, but she is knocked to unconsciousness, effective immediately from this person. And as it pulls the dagger back out, it looks towards all of you. And does anybody in particular have the bag of holding?
Who was holding it? I don't remember. It's so long.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I'll just roll for it if nobody remembers, and then I can.
I could say that I was carrying it since I'm the biggest, but that's just me.
Sure, we can go that route. All right.
Okay. Let me drop that onto my character sheet.
That is annoying. All right. I'll have him. Let me roll like an acrobatics to have this man hopscotch over this ginormous table. All right. I'll have
You
him.
can just run under it. This table is so tall.
Yeah, right.
15-footer.
Okay, he
A
moves.
quick question: is there anything that's supposed to be in the bag of holding?
Just Onyx. It is the bag of holding
Oh,
Onyx.
right.
Lara, opportunity attack.
Yes.
Huh?
Alara, you could take an opportunity attack if you would like.
Okay. I was trying to figure out which one, because I have my quarterstaff with me. Well, actually, I could do an unarmed strike. What is that? Sorry, I am.
Okay, so with a
Do you have your character sheet
quarterstaff.
handy with you?
Yeah.
What's
I'm
your
just-
you're a
Okay.
fighter, so you should add strength plus your proficiency to any weapon.
Yeah. So it's 1d20 plus 4. Okay.
Yep, to hit.
What,
And then if it
what
hits,
is your strength score?
My strength score
Oh yeah, it might be more.
15 plus
Oh,
2.
okay.
Okay,
Okay, plus
that is
2. Okay,
correct.
4 then. That's good.
So yeah, because I was gonna do an unarmed strike, but I gotta find you guys again. Okay, 1d20. Plus 4, so 17 plus 4 is 21.
That'll
should
do it.
You're already rolling better than all of us.
Including the enemy.
And
And Elora, just a little heads up.
Yeah.
When you're using the dice tray,
yeah,
there's a plus minus symbol on is near the bottom that you can use
Oh.
to add modifiers.
okay, thank you.
No problem.
And
Good shout.
If you're
And
using
then the
two
hit-
hands, it'll be 1d8 plus 2.
1d8 plus 2.
Yeah. I'm assuming
Okay.
you're holding the staff in both hands, not just one hand.
Oh, I was doing unarmed strike.
Oh, unarmed strike. So that should not
Yeah.
be. Wait, fighters get unarmed strike? It's
Well,
just
technically
D4
everybody
then?
can.
Yeah, then a D4, right?
An unarmed
Um,
strike, unless you have something that gives you additional damage, is 1 plus your strength mod and damage, I believe. Unless they
Yes.
change it to D4s.
The hit dice says plus 4 attack on my paper.
Plus 4 is the attack modifier, but the damage is just your strength, not your proficiency.
Okay,
Yeah.
So,
unarmed strike, yeah, it should be
D4?
1 plus 2, so 3 damage. Yeah.
okay, so the damage is a d4.
No, not a D4 because you're a fighter. Monks get a D4. You just
Okay.
1 plus 2, 3 damage. No roll.
Okay, 3. Okay,
So yeah, that was 3 damage to person.
All right.
all right.
Thank you kindly. He eats that.
And dies.
Yeah, he falls over. He had bronchitis. Huron, please
Mhm.
make me a. 1 second.
Oh
A
my God, it's
sleight of
gonna be
hand
con
check,
save.
please.
Oh, a sleight of hand. Oh, he's trying to steal it.
Sleight of hand.
What?
Can I use acrobatics instead to just kind of move my body out of the way if I know what he's going for?
You know what? Roll me a straight dexterity to see if your mind processes quickly enough what's going on. This is just to see if you have
Same
the
roll.
ability.
Do you mind do it? It's a 10.
Let's make it a sleight of hand then.
Sleight of hand it is. Right. Let's do that better than last time. Son
Or
of
not.
a brick.
Or not do that, That's fine.
So many pages open
That would
already.
be a 4.
I know that looked pretty cocked.
Oh yeah,
It
but
does
the
look
program
pretty tough.
doesn't take that. D&D 5e.
I mean, I would say as the DM, you do have the final say.
True, that is true.
It's just a computer.
It doesn't know
What
what
does
it's doing. This guy has plus. Hold on, how much did you? Oh, it's 19 for me. How much did you have for sleight of hand?
Oh, that is a net
4.
1 for a 4. So I
Yeah, I was looking at the other screen. Yeah, that won't do it. He definitely takes the bag from off of your belt or wherever you were storing it, and he has now grabbed it in his hand.
All right.
Unfortunately, he already moved this whole move, so that'll end his turn. We are now out of the surprise round. Normal initiative. Huron.
Congratulations, sir. You have made your final mistake. I'm going to beat the ever-loving crap out of him.
Go for it.
You know what? And just because I can, I'm going to activate my astral arms.
What does that
We're
look
gonna
like?
go, we're going to go with this. So I have my 2 regular arms, and I don't know if anybody here has seen like Dragon Ball Z. You know that trick that Tien does where he like steps to the side really fast and he starts splitting into multiples. So it just kind of looks like I move my arms and suddenly I now have 4 arms, but 2 of them are kind of see-through.
Very cool.
That was not the roll. We're gonna spear for a +5. Right. A
Jeez.
22 to hit with the spear.
That'll do it.
Right. And we're going to roll damage. That will be +3. 6 damage off the spear.
6 hurt.
I'm gonna unarm this. I'm gonna use one of my spectral arm. I'm gonna use my regular arm to unarmed strike.
Go for it.
17 to hit.
Misses.
17 is not good enough. It is doggone. Because I did use an unarmed strike, I'm going to make another unarmed strike with my bonus action.
All right. Go for it.
Natural 20.
Lovely.
Ooh, okay. Putting the hurt on this man.
That'll be 2d4.
Making up for the missed one.
Remind me, for a critical hit, do I double the dice and the damage, or just the dice?
Just the dice.
Yeah, the modifiers
Just the
are
dice.
not doubled. Everything before the plus, pretty much.
6 additional damage.
Yep.
Let's see. I believe that will be my turn.
Roll me a perception check, please.
Perception. +5. Nine.
Wow. Never mind. Laura, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna move one forward, and I set my dog down. Now I'm actually gonna hit with my.
One quick actually question on Huron's turn. Did Huron add the +2 for Vil being on the opposite side of you? On that 17?
Oh, yeah. For
I
flanking.
am currently flanking.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And
So
I
that
did
would have been a
not.
19. Would a 19 have hit?
Well, was the 17 with the flanking already, or did
Yeah.
you not add it?
Yeah.
What's flanking?
I never moved.
No,
So
I'm saying
technically all the shots that I took had flanking.
No, I'm saying, did you add the 2 already or no? That's what I just wanted to
No,
confirm.
no, I didn't
Okay.
add the 2 to any of the shots that I took.
Oh, okay, so that would have hit then. That
19 would have hit. So one more D4.
4 + 3.
We're pennies and diming this guy. Let's go.
7.
Jesus.
Hey, that's not nothing.
So that'll be a total of 19 damage on my turn.
Right, the guy's
Just
starting
no
to look
max
a little
damage.
rough already. Jeez. Poor lad. Laura,
Now,
you're up.
I guess at the end of my turn, I'll just hold out one of my spectral hands. I'll take that back.
All right.
Okay, I'm pulling out my quarterstaff now. I just can't remember. Rolling.
D8.
D8.
If you're holding with 2 hands, that is. Yes.
Yeah, I'm holding with 2 hands.
So D20 +4 to hit, and then D8 +2 to damage if you hit.
Okay,
This guy's AC is insane, so I don't.
D8.
This guy's AC is probably 18.
About, yeah.
Well, 17
Plus
didn't hit
4.
and 19 did, so it's either 18 or 19.
20.
Which is kind
Come
of
on,
weird because
there's a one.
he only has 2 dexterity.
Roll. Oh no, not 2 of them. Sorry, I'll fix that. I don't know what happened.
Oh, if you click multiple times, it rolls multiple dice. So just roll it again.
There we go.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Ooh.
What a turn of events.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm just gonna stay here.
Right. All right. That makes it Vil's turn. What would you like to do?
Following the way of the Blessed Monk and sucker punch this guy in the back of the skull.
Go for it.
Don't forget the +2 for flanking.
+2.
Hell yeah. Here. So this is 26.
That'll do it.
You don't want to do it.
Today, we turned a man into strawberry jam.
Yeah, because I'm also popping one of my psionic dice. So this is 2d6 plus 6 damage.
Lovely jumping.
The second he showed up, he got punched by 3 separate people immediately.
Get when you stab
Well, who
people in the
stabbed
back.
first? So
True, but it's just funny that it's all that immediately everybody went, all right, Knuckles, baby, let's go.
Just throwing hands.
Come get some.
10 damage, a mix of bludgeoning and force.
Wait, you would have a +6 to your damage or +4?
So I've got +4 strength, and I'm using one of my psionic dice, which adds d6 plus 2.
Oh, perfect.
Which is why it's 2d6 plus 6.
Hell yes.
Phil as well, roll me a perception, please.
Don't imagine this is going to go well, but I can do, buddy. I got
Oh, you did better
Four.
than I did.
Nah.
All right. I'm gonna roll the nat 20 on the perception. Just my turn.
Is this guy still standing?
He's still alive, yes.
Cool. You know what? The guys came in here, stabbed a friend. I am not having any of this.
Action surge.
I'm first of all going to use my bonus action, because I haven't used that yet, to pop Searing Smite. As I am a Zariel Tiefling, which is basically going to look like glowing infernal runes, kind of flaring up across Village Knuckles. And then, yeah, I'm going to action surge and punch him again.
He's getting the whole kit and caboodle, this guy.
Right.
No, it's the first enemy of the day. We're excited.
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, no, I missed.
Ooh, tough.
Rough.
That's fine, my Searing Smite's still up.
Yeah, pretty sure Bernie.
I dare this guy to run away.
All right. So, an enemy has just gone into all of you, killed one of them, or, well, fatally injured one of you, got attacked by several people of your allies. Branch, what would you like to do?
I would like to. Well, I can really cast 2 spells this turn, but I think taking him down is the best course of action. But sleep is not gonna work because it's gonna hit all my friends. I am going to. Let's see. At what point do I lose visual on the guy? Like if I'm moving this way.
I mean, actually, that's kind of funny. How tall are you?
I am 2.5 feet tall.
You'd
So can
probably
I
be
hit
able
him
to
under
see
the table?
Underneath it, yeah.
Hell
That
yes,
should be-
I'm gonna run
You
on.
can see underneath it anyway.
Yes, I'm gonna run basically closer to her, and while I have visual, I'm gonna try to hit him with a 2nd level guiding bolt. And that is
BM.
going to. Okay,
Oh,
that's a natural 20.
Oh God, this guy is toast.
That's 10d6 damage to him.
Yeah, he's fucked.
10. I'm gonna count up 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I don't think it's 32 damage.
Any particular
Jesus.
way in which you would like to end this combat?
Quickly, because I'm running to basically, basically heal up Viserys.
Blow a golf
The
ball
next-
sized hole in the first man.
All right, so as
You basically,
Oh, go ahead.
I think what happens is Branch is not usually that angry, except for that one time he got angry at the dwarf. But usually not that angry. He usually just helps people and runs away. And you don't even actually notice that he did like a massive damage. He just casts this and he's immediately looking at the damage at Viserys and trying to fix her up. He doesn't even notice this happened.
this is one of those cool guys don't look at explosions kind of deals.
Yeah.
yeah, all right, your little ally runs across the ground, keeping his eyes locked on Viserys, sort of whiffs his hand about, and a massive blast shoots out of it. And as this person looks over to his side, he gets blasted right in the chest by this blast of sort of this radiant damage, and he's damn near torn apart by it as he falls over on his back, dead as mud.
Then I'm gonna immediately cast. Then I think if you're out of combat, I'm gonna cast like a healing, actually another cure wounds on Viserys to try to heal them if they're still alive.
All right, go for it.
Okay, that's gonna do them for 10 HP. Bring them up with 10.
All right. So as you run up, I have to reset my browser. Hold on. But as you run towards this now unconscious creature on the floor, you notice the rather large stab wound that goes through the chest, and you notice that they actually had a second jab right underneath their ribs as well, as they were attacked twice during that time. You cast a healing spell upon them, which immediately starts to hasten their natural healing capabilities as the chest grows together, and so do the ribs. And Viserys goes, what? Why? What happened?
Some dude stabbed you, and he tried taking something from us, but Huron and Veal just punched them to death, I think.
Ow. Well, thank you for the quick healing. I saw you do that on the doggy as well. I'm surprised it's that powerful, really.
Well, Well, I'm glad you're okay. Do you know that guy?
Well, it's hard to see with all the stuff on him, and she walks over and sort of looks.
While Branch has been tending to Viserys, I've been, one, get my little bag of holding back. Secondly, strip this guy of everything.
All right. There is one particular thing that I will describe in a second that you find. But first,
Okay.
Viserys walks over to this hooded figure and pulls back the hood and the little mask that they have going on. And she goes, "No, I don't really recognize him." And as she opens his eyes, you notice that he has amber-colored eyes, but though not as potent. That's a different campaign. Though it's not, it's not bright amber. It is slightly dulled amber. And he has a slit going down the middle of his eyes, sort of like a cat.
Cat's eyes.
And then Huron, what you see as you pull, or as you look through this guy's entire entourage, stalling, you find. Okay, I don't know where I wrote down this description. There it is. Oh, where did I write this description? Come on, now. Okay. A moment, lads. There we go. So, you do find that underneath his, sort of his cape, well, not really cape, but underneath his cloth that he's wearing, you notice a rather large book. And it is it is covered in chains, and it has a padlock on it. The chains themselves appear to be quite old and rot. In the center, you can see that there is a large chunk of onyx that almost seems to flicker and shine all on its own. And flanking the onyx, coming out from behind it, there are two large horns that appear to be from some kind of a bull creature. We're not entirely sure.
Well, there's a book with a chunk of onyx in the center and two large horns, I assume, holding the onyx in place. And then chains on the locks and chains on the outside of it?
Yes, the locks and chains are like wrapped around the book, and then the lock is there to keep it tight. The book itself is quite ornate, and it strikes you as like an older type of bookmaking.
I think I'll pass that on. I'll just kind of lift that up and pass that on to Vil or Branch.
So is the book kind of like locked with the chain, or is just like a design on the book? Okay,
Yeah, there was a literal physical chain wrapped around this book.
got it. Hold on, let me check if I.
Is the chain just like hooked into itself, or is there?
It is wrapped tight with the padlock.
Cool.
Um,
How,
I
how
definitely
sturdy does
don't
the
find a
padlock
key.
look?
Say again?
And I don't find any key or anything is like that might go to the lock on this guy.
Looking this guy up and down, you do notice that he has a lockpicking kit, but no key within it that seems to be, well, no keys in general.
Okay, well, I suppose I'll take the thieves' tools. You never know when those will come in handy.
True.
I
So,
look at Viserys. Do you have anything that can help us take this lock out? I think it might give us some insight onto why he was here.
Well, that seems odd. I don't know what that is. I'll be honest with you, it does give me kind of a creepy vibe, to be entirely honest with you. But I don't happen to have any, like, knock spell scrolls or anything of that nature, if that's what you're looking for. I do, however, if you'd give me a second, and then she, like, kind of shuffles off real quick and goes to her, the backside of this shop and pulls out 2 healing potions that she puts down on the table, and she's like, please, whomever would like, you've all saved me on this day. I'd like to rummage around, actually, and find something else useful for you in a minute, but in the meantime, please take these 2 potions.
Okay, I think the front lines folks that takes most damage, I think should hold on to those.
Yep.
And
I'm taking one.
yeah, I guess if Veil or Ilara wants to take one, you can feel free to do it.
I think it was a
Just-
lot of grabbing there.
Sure, yeah, and also try to bring me back up so that I can heal as well when I go down.
Actually, I wouldn't mind if someone could heal the guy we just fought. So we
Wait.
could maybe talk to him and interrogate him.
I don't think enemies get like death saves. He's dead, unfortunately.
Yeah, that did get out with a crit. I think he's been mostly vaporized.
Yeah, spells are difficult to hold back. If he was stabbed multiple times, then I'd say, sure, there's a potential chance that he was killed, or that he was not killed, I mean, even if it wasn't shouted out. But considering he was blasted by a spell, he is no longer alive.
Oh well.
That's my bad. But I also feel like he would have had something like a poisoned knife or something that would have done massive amount of damage on a fail save, which we don't want to actually deal with right now at this hour level.
Which actually reminds me, what kind of equipment did our fellow have on it?
Alright, if you'll give me a hot second. He had a short sword and a small dagger. And then he also had a short bow. And then if you'll give me a second. My mouse disappeared. Cool. He had, besides the things I've outlined to you already, he carried himself very light. And besides the kit, his basic weaponry and ammunition for said weaponry, he didn't have any kind of poisons or anything of that nature on him. He seemed to be a fighter based upon skill, though snuffed out quickly.
So the dagger that he has doesn't have any type of coating on it, right?
No, it is a plain steel dagger.
Oh, okay, good. I was okay.
He didn't have purple worm poison on him.
Because the way it took down Viserys in one shot, that kind of made me concerned that he might be some sort of like assassin rogue type situation.
I'm sorry, DM, but I cut out about halfway through your explanation of what equipment he had on. I got a short sword, a short bow, maybe some arrows, and a dagger.
Yeah, some darts for the crossbow, and then he had a plain dagger. Yes. Besides that, nothing special really.
I think we can
he
just
had no
like
armor on?
Say again?
Do you not have any armor on him?
He's wearing leather wraps.
Okay, so we'll call that leather armor.
Yes.
Can we kind of like use weaponry to basically break the chain of the book? Just like hit it with something?
Okay. In more specific words, what are you doing?
Basically trying to break the lock. Like all locks have like a weak point at the part it joins to the actual, like the shackle. You could just try to break it. Like if you have enough time and just hitting with weapon, it'll eventually just give.
I understand the meaning, but with what? Just a sword?
Sword. Like I have a, like a what do I have? Hold on. My weapon is well, rapier. It's not the greatest weapon, but if someone has like a heavier weapon,
Oh
you
Jesus.
probably.
I mean, we just took a short sword and a dagger off the dead guy. If you want to try using a weapon, we could use those.
Yeah, well,
But,
here's
a
here's
crowbar
weapon.
a crowbar might be a better choice if we want to try and just disable the lock.
Yeah, I don't have a
Although
crowbar.
I'd be
per
worried
se.
about potentially damaging the book.
Do I have a crowbar? Let me see.
I mean, we also have the lock picking kit. We can try to use that to
Oh,
just
if
pick the
anybody's
lock.
proficient with it, by all means, take it.
Proficient? I don't think so. I have like a decent sleight of hand,
It's worth a try.
and with like
Oh.
if someone. Yeah, with someone with decent sleight of hand, I can use guidance to help them out to get to the right enough DC. Or
Mine's +3, but that's just because I have a +3 dexterity.
yeah, I have +3 as well, so I can just give you guidance to just hedge our bets and try it.
All right. Would you like to try to lockpick this book or the chain?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to lockpick the. Well, the lock is on the chain, which is wrapped around the book. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna try and unlock the chain.
Go for it. Roll me a dexterity plus. Well, you don't have proficiency, so just a raw dexterity.
It'll be just raw dexterity. Yeah.
Plus D4 with guidance.
As you're picking at it,
Whatever I can get.
you hear giggling.
Oh dear.
Hey,
26.
Okay then.
hell
Nice.
yeah.
Well,
That was unexpected.
all right. Fair
Uh,
enough.
So when the lock comes undone, the book kind of rumbles and drops to the ground, and then it opens up, and out of it, like a huge pillar of smoke comes out. There's like this one like nascent like little ball of fire that has kind of like the sparks come out as like sparklers almost as like a circle, and then it all kind of fades like mist. It's got kind of heavy and hits the ground, and standing there is a 6-foot tiefling. He's got some like black baggy, like kind of like the poofy pants, like desert wear. He's got a thin red cloth all around him. He's got gold jewelry on his arms, his fingers, on his horns. He's distinctly like slightly pink, which is unusual for most tieflings, and it makes his horns slightly like lighter white pink. He looks around.
Oh yeah. There is 100% a spear in your face.
Well, regardless, I will thank you all. That was getting quite cramped in there.
Why are you in this guy's book?
I do not know this guy, but this is my book. I do
Well,
not know. This is definitely not my study. Looking around.
Well, why does this guy have your book then?
That's a very good question. Where exactly am I?
You are in. I look at Viserys.
You're in the
Well, you are
city
in
of
her
Gal-
shop.
All right.
Where is this shop located?
City
I
of
ha-
Thalamir.
Do I know how far away that is from home?
You remember that there was a burgeoning little city by the name of Thalamir, indeed, that is surprisingly, considering that you're on a planet, it is not like miles away. It would be like on the same continent, but a good different country.
Oh, interesting. Okay. It seems a bit more advanced than I had heard. Well, I seem to be out of place a little bit. Who are all of you?
I would first know your business here, demon.
I am not a demon, but I get that quite often.
I look at Veal and
Yeah.
look at him.
Vil just kind of like narrows his eyes slightly. It's like,
Well,
what do you mean by that?
It is
it's the first time I've had sorry, Huron. This is the first time I've had a horned person pop out of a book at me. I'm a little bit suspicious.
To be fair, I did come out of the wilds, not a book.
I turn to the other tiefling. Is he always like this? Is this common?
Stable, dependable. I'd say so. But probably best to give a little bit more details on how you ended up in a book, friend.
Sure. It is the pinnacle of my research. Plainly stated, I went in search of it, found it in a ruin, brought it back to my study, and as I began studying it, I was here. I believe it captured me in some way, but as to what has happened in between, I am also unknown.
So the book is like your home?
I would not call it. It was. I guess now that I have a bit of understanding what I'm looking at now, it is probably my prison.
So are you like a genie?
Potentially.
If so, I have some wishes. I wish for all the onyx.
I do not know it works that way, but
Oh, well,
This is still only you saying that makes me realize maybe that is my condition, but I still do not know what is my current predicament. I may send word home, but until then, I'm stuck with you a lot, I suppose.
I guess.
I would like to, again, there is no mechanics for this, but commune with my god again on this to see if my god sent him to help us.
Okay. Heads.
One second.
So sorry, did you ask me to toss a coin, or did you just literally just
Nope.
say heads?
Heads.
Ah, okay.
Well, I guess what my god is telling me is that
5 heads are better than 3 at solving problems. So we're getting a better head count in this problem. So I guess that's what God wanted.
God sounds very cryptic, but okay. Who am I to judge? So
All right.
I mean,
I guess I'll put my spear and sort of the stuff that I found on this dead body away.
before I realize I have not introduced myself properly, I am Raz Photio Solaris, but you may call me Raz.
Eraz, my name is Branch Riverleaf, and this here is Huron, and this here is Vale, and this here is our new friend Ilara, and this is Tank the Mastiff. And we're in Viserys' shop, as I told before.
Indeed.
And
Welcome.
this guy's and this guy's dead. We didn't ask his name. We just I think yeah, Huron and Vil got to him first.
I bow to the shop owner.
Oh, Manners, this one. The last person that came into my shop made me bow, if anything.
I see what you did there. Did you all have business here still?
I guess.
We might.
Yeah, I don't know if Viserys has anything more to help us in our. So, long story short, we're going in a hole, and the hole is hot. So, it would be good for us to have something that helps in that situation.
Right. She brings forth a few little tubs that inside of them appear to have some kind of a cream. Though you're not entirely sure what it is, she immediately begins to explain that this here will try to relieve the burn of surrounding heat as much as possible. You'll basically feel as if you're in cool air when you're very much not. I still would not recommend taking too much fire damage, even with this on. It is not quite as potent as general other types of magical fire alleviation. However, it will take the edge off for you all. And then she hands you like 2 tubs of that. Well, I say tub, 2 like handheld little containers.
Oh, also, Ilara, Roz, do we? Did you already say what particular class you were?
I'm a fighter.
Yeah,
So
Ilara's the.
Sorry, keep going.
No, I was asking then you after. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm currently I'm a 2 wizard, 1 warlock split.
Okay, cool. In that case, I think I have an extra plate armor, Ilara. I think that would fit you if you would like it.
I will take it.
Fantastic. I'll remove that from mine. That would set your AC to 18 base. Just add yourself a plate armor.
All right.
Well, if that is, I mean, I started the day literally at halfway spent of all my resources, so this is not a great start. But I think it was necessary for the situation we found ourselves in. If nothing else, we should probably get into looking for what we came here to look for.
You know what?
Anything else
It's just
you needed
occurred
of
to
me?
me. It's just occurred to me. We're going into a mine. I asked Viserys, you wouldn't happen to have some sort of climbing gear or climbing potion, just in case someone falls into a hole?
I could brew you up a potion of spider climbing if you'd like.
That would be excellent.
Let's call it a friend's price, considering my life was saved on this day. I don't remember how poor you all are because I don't give you all gold by accident. But
Also, by the way, the dead guy didn't have any gold on him, did he?
wouldn't you know it, he had 40 gold on him. Crazy.
Perfect.
So feel free to distribute that. And then she will ask
Let's see here.
10
1, 2,
gold
3,
for
4.
the potion of spider climbing.
I tell you what, I'm gonna split the 40 gold into 10 gold portions. Sorry, Roz, you weren't here for the fight, so you're not getting any. Vil, Ilara, Branch, and myself will get 10 gold apiece. And I'm gonna use my 10 gold to pay for that potion of spider climbing.
All right. She hands you a potion of spider climb.
Lovely.
Anything else you all would like some help with?
Mm. Hmm. Climbing, healing. We have the stuff for the notes say that the atmosphere in there is poisonous. Would she happen to have anything for alleviating poison?
Ah, well, I wouldn't quite say poisonous myself, but I can say that the smell of sulfur does really get to you. So how about this? She reaches back into a little bag full of herbs that she has. If you all have some kind of a small little piece of fabric, you could just stick some of these herbs in there. And I do warn you, these herbs smell quite strongly. But once you start smelling the sulfur, you can instead shove these in front of your nose, and that should alleviate the nauseating effect of the sulfuric smell deeper within the caves. She'll hand you a handful of very pungent herbs.
All right, some strong herbs. I think that's everything that I can think of.
Alright.
I would like to know. I would like to know if there's a general store nearby, and I'll
Sure.
ask her I'll ask her about that.
Sure, you could
I'll
go.
ask her for directions and whatnot.
Yes. That would actually be. It's another one that's on the first floor, just for any newcomers that may come around. You would be looking at Tarvana's Goods.
That's goods.
If you have a little bit of a map, which actually I don't think you do, but she just tells you the directions to go to Tarvana's wares. What did I say? Tarvana's Goods.
All right, yeah. Do we have ropes and pickaxes? If we don't, we should just grab them and be on our way.
Apologies, trips
That
and back.
was exactly why I was thinking about going to a general store.
Yeah, let's just go do that. I don't think we need to actually go through the whole shopping montage of those, but like whatever price it is, just tell us. We'll just subtract.
Yeah, I believe you all have rope. Over a pickaxe. It's probably not that expensive. D&D 5e. Oh, it is equipment, so maybe. A pickaxe will set you back 2 gold.
Yeah, I'll probably pay for 2 pairs. So like 2 pickaxe, 4 gold,
Yep.
and some more rope.
Alright.
I definitely need some rope, and I was thinking perhaps a grappling hook.
Rope D&D 5e. For 50 feet of hempen rope, it will run you. It doesn't say. Let's go with 5 silver.
Yeah, let's get I don't know, 100 feet. So for a gold.
Yep.
So
That
I'll
works.
pay for half of that.
I can just buy the gold for buy the rope, 100 feet of rope for 1 gold. That's fine.
All right.
That's one. And we're looking for grappling hooks.
Yeah, so
I
am I.
could use
That's cost of 2 gold
2
for
gold.
a grappling hook.
Yeah, I can pay for that too. Sure. Okay, so we have a grappling hook, 100 feet of rope at least, and plus whatever we had on our person. 2 pickaxes, and ready to go.
Ultra-
Everybody else
Go for it.
feeling ready to go? I'll take that as a yes.
All right. As you all start heading for the door, all of a sudden there is a hefty knock against the door front.
Well, Viserys, it looks like you have guests.
Oh no, this is not the door. We're already at the. Where are we at this point actually?
This would still be in Viserys' shop, to be fair.
Okay.
Well, Viserys,
All right.
I guess you have guests.
That is a little weird. If you don't mind, I'll actually just look out the window real quick. And as she peels back some of the curtains that obfuscate this part of the shop, and pretty much darkness, as a lot of the herbs tend to prefer that, you see outside that there is a small group of like four guardsmen that have posted up outside. You see, these are very, very snake-like people that are standing out front that have these large coiled backs to them. You notice that they have their armor itself is like this beautiful golden brass color that is very segmented armor, so they can still wind and coil as much as they want. All of them are adorned with spears. There's one in the front middle that has knocked upon the door and then sort of walked back as he is awaiting entrance. He is like the larger one of the few. And all of them have their armor is emblazoned, or in the front it seems like it's almost branded by a leaking fang. Like there's a brand on their front that looks like a fang that is like leaking something.
Oh boy.
This? The local authorities?
Should we inform them of the attack and the dead assailant?
Oh, right. I forget that all of you are not quite from these parts. He has his ways of getting the truth out of everybody. And once you do, or once he does, he'll know that you're not the aggressor in this situation. I do recommend complying.
Who's he?
Oh, that is the leader. His name is Raskin. He is sort of a, well, I say leader because he really does hold himself to that. Technically speaking, he's in much of a station as everybody else, but everybody kind of looks up to him quite a bit.
Okay. Branch goes and opens the door.
And as you open up the door, you now see these the four that back him grab their spears in a ready formation, and you can see that their tails are like coiling behind them in a way that a snake would usually like snap out at you. So if you make some kind of a expedited move, they might completely shoot out forwards with their spear in hand. And then the larger one of them all, in the front, whom is in a much more relaxed position, looks at you and goes, we've heard some disturbance over here. What are you all doing?
Well, this guy attacked the shopkeep and we killed him.
This is accurate. He looks past you all to the druid, and she goes, it sure is. He goes, well, just to ensure you've not put some kind of a hex on her, please do not resist the process. And you can see from behind himself, he sort of pulls out like this small little puck that is orange in nature, that has a small like blue insignia upon it. And he holds it out to you, almost like, or aimed towards you, almost as if it's a TV remote that he's like trying to get you to change channel, pretty much. But he clenches it and breaks it within his own hand, and you feel a magical effect try to take part on you that is trying to get you to tell the truth, pretty much. Would you
Yeah,
like
just to
resist?
fail it.
Go for it. All right.
Yeah.
And then he goes, describe to me what happened here.
Well, we came here and we met our new friend Ilara and her dog Tank, and the Tank was injured, so we helped Tank. And then Viserys, we're talking to her and she was giving us some potions and she turned and this guy stabbed her, and then he tried running and stealing stuff from us, and then Huron and Veal fought, and then I ran to Viserys to like heal her up, and then the guy was dead, and now we're here.
Do you know anything about the assailant? Why he might have done this?
Honestly, we didn't get a chance to talk. He was more of like a stab first, never ask questions kind of a guy.
I see that you're new to our town, yes?
Yes, very much so. We came just yesterday.
Well, I do apologize for a bit of a rough introduction to our city. We keep it as safe as we can, but everything has bad actors. Now, if you don't mind, we'd like to get as much information from this site as possible. Please, be on your way.
Of course. I think I just say goodbye to Viserys, and can I roll a insight check on the situation of some kind to see if like Viserys is in any trouble?
Go for it.
Okay, that would be. That's a 19 total.
Okay. There's no like pre-established kind of dynamic between them. Well, they know each other, but there's no like dynamic that's she got caught again or something like that nature. It is just like an somebody's been stabbed. We're gonna go in there. We know these guys didn't do it, but we need to go in there and like investigate and see what happened.
Okay. No, so just basically regular proceedings of the guard.
Pretty much.
Then I'm okay with.
All right. As you all walk away from the hot bed that you just came from, the few of the people, three of them backed by, or that are backing the larger one, all filter into the room while one of them stays outside, ready to pounce on anything, and they begin their investigation. You're free to leave.
One other thing I was gonna check before, since the guy's death, anything in the guy's appearance change that we saw at the moment where he died, but no.
He did not change, no, upon death.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Then I guess they will have all the information they need.
Yes. All right. Where else would you like to go? The only two real leads you have right now would be either Maidahan's shop or to go towards the cave, where you presume you'll be able to find some onyx of some kind.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody needs any more like item or equipment, but I think I am sorted.
I'm sorry. We were going to go over to the guy's shop to dump off those.
A couple of extra plates.
Those extra plate armors.
Mm-hmm. All right. As you make your way to this music is epic. Hold on. As you make your way towards the city square where you know Maidahan's shop to be, you eventually find actually probably the only building in the entire assortment that is of a wooden build. All of the other ones are literally just carved out of the rock that was there before the house was there. However, Maidahan's shop seems to have been constructed afterwards, and it's the only one of its kind. It is a rather, it's a humble shop that you can see, and you see out front as you approach it closer. You see that there is out front a swinging sign that says upon it, "Raven Eyes Radiant Relics," with the eye symbol of a raven in the middle of it as well. And assuming you enter, once you do so,
if I may, while we're on the way, I'm just going to ask anybody: is anybody in the group? I have a short sword, a dagger, and a leather armor. Before we get to this shop, does anybody want one?
I'm good.
I could take a dagger just as an in case thing.
As a fighter, the short sword might be better for you.
Okay, yeah, that would work too.
All right, I'll hand off the short sword.
All right, let's see with my compendium.
all right. And eventually, as you enter the shop here, you swing open the wooden door, which is actually surprisingly massive. The building itself in construct, while it doesn't spill out over everywhere, it is a rather tall building, and the door itself stands at a grand 9 feet tall, which, for all the creatures that you've seen so far, is ridiculously big, including pretty much everybody in your party as well. And as you enter, you see that there in front of you is a shop that is as if an inventor had done like the biggest amount of speed humanly imaginable. There are things everywhere. Magical weapons, presumably all kinds of magical artifacts litter the floors. Every nook and cranny and inch of this entire place has been claimed by some random errant item or some kind of something he needs, some kind of a magical ingredient for his item work as well. The walls are adorned with all kinds of shields, magical armors, weapons, and these are very high level stuff. At least from what you can tell, they seem very shiny and new to an untrained eye at the very least. And in front of you, there is sort of more of a workbench area, but there's also a front desk attached. Now, as you get closer a little bit, from behind there, erects a very tall gentleman whom is standing at roughly 8.5 feet almost tall. This gentleman is of Goliath kin, and as he stands tall, you see that he is wearing like very breathable upper, like a t-shirt pretty much, and some work pants that have a few tears in them. Around his stomach there is a belt with more tools than you would even know how to name. And all kinds of knickknacks that he has in random pouches along his body. He himself has a long flowing black hair that is tied at the back that sort of runs down his shoulders and all the way, or not all the way past his back, but a good way down his back. And as he stands up, he goes, "Oh, well, hello there, everybody. How are we doing today?"
We're doing well. Are you Madahan by any chance?
That would be my name. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, yes. Well, we were told by some guards that your store is one of a kind in this place to find all sorts of fun knickknacks.
Well, I say, I don't want to be too arrogant now, but I do believe that's correct. What were you looking for?
Well, we, in our travels, picked up a couple things that the original owners did no longer want. Would you be willing to barter with us in kind of taking some of these items for either exchange or some gold that you can sell for to other people later?
Well, would you mind showing me the craftsmanship that went into these items? Lay them out for me if you would.
Guess we'll try to show him the couple of armors that we have picked up.
Right. And by the way, the second you entered into this shop, Huron, you would notice that the bag of holding all of a sudden just starts to dump out all of the onyx. It just like appears on the floor and just goes as all of it like hits the floor.
Well, that's unusual.
Oh, that's my bad.
I'll start.
I'm sorry about that. That's on me. And he pulls out sort of a piece of paper out from under his desk. He goes, "What will be the name of that there contraption?"
Bag of holding.
Ooh,
Onyx.
Bag of holding onyx. That's my bad. Its magic will return in just a moment. And then he sort of scrolls up or rolls up this scroll once again and puts it down underneath his workspace.
I guess I wait a few seconds and then start seeing if I can put the onyx back in the bag.
Once again, the onyx disappears into the bag.
Right. Solve that problem.
For just a little while, within the confines of my modest little shop here, magical items that aren't mine cease to function.
That's
In that case, the pole of collapsing probably did something too.
It's at that moment that you remember, don't we have a pole that chink the pole expands on itself and like tears a small hole into the backpack that it was concealed within as it returns to its full size?
Yep. Yep.
Oops.
Doggone it.
Ah, a pole collapsing, eh? That's my bad. I really should put a sign of some kind. It's just that majority of folk don't really care about, or don't really carry about, no magical items.
A sign probably wouldn't have helped me. I don't know how to read.
Ah, there is that problem, little friend. Speaking of friends today, I don't mean to presume or be rude in any way, but do you happen to be of the same blood, Goliath?
I am a Goliath. I'm not sure. I was abandoned as a child.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that there. I did mean to ask if you were a Goliath. Sorry, I've been awake for quite some time now. But having known that, it's a pleasure to meet you there. Not many Goliaths come around these parts. And he sticks out his hand.
I'll take his hand and shake it.
Got some strength there.
But thank you.
In the meantime, I've set my backpack down on a just like an open space. Pulled out a sewing kit and I'm patching the hole in my backpack.
Oh, well, if I happen to have damaged your stuff there, I could cast a little spell on it if you'd like.
So, if you would please, that would save me some time.
He rolls up his sleeves and just rubs his hands together, and his hands together just goes boop. And then the fabrics of the bag that were torn before start to sort of reach out for each other, and once they find each other, they pull themselves back closer together, and the bag fixes itself.
Irresistible boop. I should have known.
Indeed. It gets quite good results. Now, you folk were here for something? Oh, he wanted to sell me something, that's right. I assume you just produce all of your garbage.
More or less. I'm going to add a set of leather armor, that extra dagger, and 10 darts to the pile.
All right. Well, it's not the worst construction I've ever seen. I suppose they could use some enchanting. I assume you'd like to take standard value for these, correct?
Whatever the market value you can for resale.
The magical market cap. You go ahead and sell off. You can just look up the specific values of the items you would like to sell, and then you can go ahead and sell them against. Towards Mayhem.
Not to stiff ourselves, but the plates are listed as 1,500 gold. I don't know if you want to.
I figured they were
Introduce
150. Not 1,000.
You don't want to introduce. I don't.
they're not.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to introduce 3,000 golds to a party of level 3 or 4. I don't. I would have
That's
assumed
fair.
they would have taken some damage, and resale value probably would be much lower than their original price. So I would just let you decide how much money you want to introduce in this closed economy loop.
Yeah, I've really done some damage by throwing in plate armor on people, huh? It was meant to be a way to distinguish people, but you know. Here we go. Heavy armor, plate armor is 1,500. Seems excessive, but okay.
It is a little excessive, in my opinion.
I mean,
agree.
again, logically speaking, they're used and they're damaged and they're resales. You could take any kind of % off from the original price, and I think that would be fair.
How many do you have? Like 3, 2?
We have 2. We given 1 to Ilara.
Okay, we can just divide by 10 that. So 150 for each. 300 doesn't seem super excessive.
It's fair.
Or-
Yeah, with the leather armor as well.
So the leather armor will get us 1 gold piece. The dagger's 2 gold. I figure we can get if we can get half of it.
Yeah, the daggers can just sell for full. That's fine.
And the darts are 5 copper pieces. So
We'll throw in the darts. We're not
yeah,
gonna take.
I think that I'm just trying to get rid of the darts.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah.
fine.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so 300 gold pieces split at that point 3 ways. So 100 each for the 3 of us.
I'm okay with that.
All right. Branch is just about ready to do Scrooge McDuck with all his gold. In the last week, Branch's net worth has increased 100-fold.
Yeah, it absolutely skyrocketed.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you find some, 1,000 gold piece armor laying around.
For future reference, let's make it this way. I will be better about dealing out gold whenever you do something, and we leave the armor of enemies alone.
Oh no, no! If they're dead, I take everything.
Okay, well, it will lose its value.
Have you seen that video by Tom Ska where he goes like the bardic? I'll send the video in the general chat. Loot that body just reminds me of that so much.
Yeah, I'm randomly ascribing armors and armor values to things, and then I'm like, hey, we'd like to strip him down for everything he's worth. Oh shit.
It's all right. It give us like 4 or 5 more levels, and 1,500 gold isn't going to be anything.
Yeah, this is
Well,
this is
no, the 300 that it's worth isn't going to be anything.
Yeah. Also,
True.
like the moment we actually can afford magical item, this doesn't go that far. Magical items are equally that expensive,
Yeah, they are
so it
massive.
kind of
Yeah.
But it's just so I don't
Yeah.
have to actually. Vast majority of the time, I'm not even thinking. I don't even know what they're wearing.
yeah.
All right. Anything else?
I mean, you could also solve this problem by not giving any of our enemies any armor, so they're easier to hit.
I could also just say
That
that
is
they're
an
so
option.
fast that they can dodge everything.
Yeah,
You couldn't be that fast.
enemies with no armor are generally rogues or monks.
Yeah.
Or
He's-
barbarians.
He's wearing nothing but his chest hair.
I got a beard.
Hey, don't knock it. Pathfinder has a spell that turns your beard into iron, and it gives you +1 AC.
That is.
I love top spells like that.
Okay.
My beard is my shield.
All right. Is there anything else you would like to ask of Maidahan?
If you don't mind me asking, what is I saw a picture of a raven outside. Like, what is that about?
Oh, well, I just like ravens.
Oh,
Yeah, it's really about as far as it goes. But always like birds, and they seem to be the smartest among them, so I like them.
That's good.
let's go jump in a hole.
Drop again. I'll actually ask Madahan if he has anything that would be of use in the mines.
Well, there's quite some dangers down there. If you fancy jumping into lava or something or the other, I've definitely got stuff for fire resistance. If you need some light, I've got some ever-burning torches. If you would like to blow some stuff up, I could do that too.
Ooh, blowing stuff up could be
Wait,
good.
explosives?
Well, there's a
Is the Texan
lot of enchantments that
Texan in my
could
back
explode stuff.
The Texan in my back pocket is going woo woo woo.
I'm sure there is a magical item that can blow stuff up. Pretty much, if you can think of something that you would like to buy, and I can find a reasonable price for it, then it's yours. Assuming you can afford it, obviously.
Actually, I wouldn't mind an ever burning torch because I don't have dark vision, and yeah, I may have used up as I've used up most of my torches already anyway.
Okay, Jesus Christ. Okay, that seems exceptionally marked up. Jesus. Okay. Since we're going through the process of dividing everything by 10, let's make that 11 gold pieces for an ever-burning torch.
Sounds good to me.
110
And,
seems a little high.
For a torch that never stops burning?
Yeah, I guess, but in D&D, like a light cantrip is given to a lot of people.
That is true. Magic is
Like,
weird.
can't deal damage. Technically, a torch can.
How about
And-
like the resistance to fire stuff that you talked about?
Well, I got fire resistance potions, or if you would lack, that enchantment could be put onto a piece of armor, or really anything you got.
Oh, an armor would be nice. How long does it take you usually to put something on an armor?
I've got no idea.
So, according to D&D, like actual rule, the Dungeon Master's rules, it's like 10 gold per day of whatever the item costs, which means it could take a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just what the DM's guide says.
Yeah, I have noticed that like the making armor or like enchanting something yourself rules, but they've always seemed a little like time intensive.
Yeah.
Armor fire resistance.
Great is great for a low magic campaign, not necessarily for what other people do.
Yeah. Rules for.
Sometimes I've seen them take like weeks in game, but that's crazy.
Okay, the asking price of a piece of armor to be enchanted with that. Let's make it like. Let me roll a bit of a dice, because why not add some gambling to it?
You'll be gambling.
Well, I will be in the background.
You like gambling with your life?
Not quite.
All of us fighting for our damn lives. The DM sitting playing Balatro.
That would
Most
be
gamble ever. We don't roll dice. What are you talking about?
a bit expensive, but to get an armor piece enchanted with fire resistance would be 500 gold pieces.
Oh, well, I guess I'll come back for it if I ever find more money. I have total of 175-ish gold, so I guess that's not gonna do it.
Well, I do hate to disappoint there. However, we got some potions that are of a lower level. However, they've only got you covered for roughly an hour.
Oh, how much does this potion run for?
That would be, for a potion of fire resistance, that would run you about 50 gold.
I guess I'll hold out to save more money for the armor.
Makes sense.
So, I think I'm going to ask him about this. How much for is the explosives, and
All
some
right.
instructions on how to use them properly.
You know, when the DM was listing off things that he could do, he meant that basically. If you can think of an item that makes stuff explode, I guess, or a magic item, I'll try to price it
okay.
as much as I can.
Okay, maybe not, because the only thing I could think of is like an orb of dragon kind, or maybe a necklace of fireballs.
Seems excessive.
Yeah,
There is
just
lower
take a
level
nuke
stuff.
or a necklace of grenade.
There is also like alchemist fire, but that's relatively low level stuff.
I mean, you could probably just
Right.
reskin a scroll of shatter to do the same thing.
That's fair.
So scroll would be like a second level stuff, and D&D spell scroll price.
Shatter is a second level.
Yeah.
So generally, the suggested value for a second level spell scroll is anywhere between 100 to 250 gold pieces. But if you want to reskin that this only works on like inanimate object and it only works on like mind specific things, you can probably do it even more specific and make it cheaper.
Yeah. Okay. Let's have a look at shatter. Nope, not the word. The D&D spell. Thank you.
Doesn't shatter only work on inanimate objects anyway?
No.
Not,
Just inanimate objects, creatures made of like stone and crystal get disadvantage on the save.
Oh, okay.
Okay. We can say that a magic item that once per day.
I mean, once per day is like infinite
it's a
spell
lot.
scroll. So that's a lot.
I
Mhm.
know.
You could give maybe like a cup something with the 3 charges or something like lifelong. That is probably more.
Yeah, instead of once per day, that makes sense.
Or you just give it a random chance of regaining its charge.
Are you guys talking about a spell scroll? What are you talking about? Sorry.
We're trying to make up a
Yes.
new item that would let us like
Item,
do some
gotcha.
mining.
Hold on just a second.
Because this would, like, this would not go below 100 gold, this thing. Assuming it's an out of combat thing, let's just roll a
To be fair, making it like once per day, but it's a 10-minute cast, so that you can't use it in combat.
Or just a 1-minute cast. There's an item called a Circlet of Blasting.
Or
It
something like
casts
that.
the Scorching Ray spell. It's an uncommon magic item, so I'm not sure exactly how much it would cost, but it shouldn't be that expensive.
There is a say. I usually
And
go for
it's
the same
Once,
magic item
and it's
prices.
once per day.
Yeah, that's a, like, you can shoot fire out of your hands.
Well, I was thinking, Scorching Ray is not that powerful a spell. It's like a first level
No,
spell,
it's not.
Second.
second level spell. Okay, so it would still be 100 to 200. Never mind. Hey, if there's not much we can that would be in our price range, then let's not worry about it.
We'll punch this mine down, no problem.
Well, yeah, I was just thinking if we had to maybe close a tunnel behind us for some reason, it would be good. It would be something good to have.
You can get, like, a powder horn full of gunpowder.
Yeah.
For how much?
That would be 35, that.
Nice.
I'm not sure. Just a powder horn would be enough for that kind of thing.
Setting fire to a container full of gunpowder can cause it to explode, dealing fire damage to creatures within 10 feet. 3d6 for a powder horn, which is what that would be. A successful DC 12 saving throw half damage. Setting fire to it will cause it to flare. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, let's just not worry about it.
That's fair. And then allow me to write down. Work on a system for pricing magical items. There we go. And then by next, I'll make sure to have us that. All right.
Nice.
Anything else
But
your lads would like to do?
I can't think of anything.
Mm-mm.
All right.
Let's go jump in a hole.
Let's. When you say jump in the hole, you mean go down to the mine or the middle
Yeah.
hole?
Go down to the mine. Take the stairs.
I hope
like,
that's what
down.
I meant.
Well, that's a completely. The mine is in a completely different volcano. That's close.
Oh, like,
but it's
I-
not the same one.
Oh, I mean, whichever one has the onyx. I don't want to go to the
We're
onyx.
just going to start jumping down random holes.
What does main quest say again?
Second.
Sorry, I was making a joke.
Yeah. I look up in my head and see the map and the quest marker. Whichever way it is, I'll walk that way.
So currently you are within Marmadeer, Nagateru, that mountain. The one you're looking for is Marmadeer, Nagateria, which is the other
We're-
sister volcano which houses the mine.
Yeah, we're headed to the mine.
All right.
Yeah.
Uh,
yeah.
You walk your way back outside of the city, and once again are able to fill your lungs with something, with air that is not just like hot and, dare I say, moist, as you once again manage to just air out for a second. And then you head right back in as you make your way to Marmadeer, Nagateria, the sister volcano. You head down into this volcano, which has a much bigger entrance actually into the side of the volcano. It's almost as to where the volcano seems to be much more secretive in its approach. This volcano seems to be much more open towards anybody whom dares to walk inside, pretty much. If you have the chutzpah to go inside, you are very much allowed to, as you will. And because one day has gone by, I have to scroll down. Right, because of the timetable that you're on, you see that there are a few tracks of a sizable group, well, multiple groups that have gone into and out of the mine at the entrance.
Could we kind of gauge from the footprint of any kind? Like, is it just boots or is there like actual footprint there?
They seem to be like booted individuals.
And there is no guards or anything on the front.
Not with this one, no.
Okay. In that case, I guess. Well, I'll just follow the footprints in.
All right. As you follow this little way here, it is a much smaller tunnel than the sister volcano. The sister volcano immediately burgeoned out into a large hole in the middle that was kind of like the main chamber. As much as it was surrounded by a bunch of small tunnels, this one seems to be predominantly a bunch of small tunnels that sort of forms this web-like structure that is the main body of this volcano specifically. You don't have a hard time following all of the footsteps of these or the boot prints of the creatures that have gone before you, and you sort of manage to gauge a specific group as well. With all the other ones, it seems to be random footprints of just people going in and out at their own leisure. However, you notice that there is one like group that seems to be persistently heading down the same general direction. Following the footsteps of these lads,
If I may, DM, I'd like to pull out the pole of collapsing and extend it, and just kind of start tapping at the floor in front of us. Just kind of feeling away for loose spots, possible collapses, things like that. I don't want to
Nice.
accidentally stumble into a hole.
Well, good thing you brought that up. As you walk for a little while down this cave, eventually you notice that the footprints start to, what's the word, converge a little bit. And as you poke your rod to the left and right side, you notice that those rocks seem to be they give to the prodding of your pole, whereas the ones in the middle do not.
I'll point this out for everybody. Be careful here, loose rocks there, that kind of thing.
All right, very well done. That is a natural disaster in the making that has been avoided. And as you keep on walking, two people who want to, please roll me a perception check, please.
I could do some perception.
And I think I'll roll one as well.
Go for it.
That is a strong 25 from
Jesus
Branch.
Christ.
Perception, you say? I got a 9.
Why did I roll a... All right, I accidentally rolled advantage, so I don't...
25 is already past it.
Mhm.
So, as you keep going down this road a little bit, you notice that eventually the small tunnel that you are following does fill up into a much larger area. And you start to hear the sounds of somebody mining. Randomly just hear tink, 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 as if a pickaxe is, multiples actually. You hear multiple pickaxes taking shots at a wall. And eventually, actually, you have yet to enter the room that you hear this coming from. However, it is a room that is very well lit, and you're currently around a corner outside of the room within the small tunnel still.
May I attempt to hide,
Go for it.
or is it too bright? Okay. $18.
Right. As long as you stay around the corner, you will not immediately be seen, right? Because, there's a wall in the way. But with 18, you curve your little head, well, your big head in your case, around to the corner and see this room in front of you. All of you are coming in from this left side here. Well, actually, let's make it the top area here that you're coming in from. And this sort of bends to the left away. And in front of you, you see the party. 3, 2, yep. You see these lads, these boys, are taking shots at the walls over here, while they are flanked by these two boys. These two act kind of like overseers that are watching the boys here take shots at the wall. These two are keeping guard pretty much, and they are looking around. But this guy missed you popping your head out around the corner. But they are keeping watch, these two.
I'll look back to the others and just be like, what do you think?
They hostile?
Oh, no yet. They appear to be armed and armored.
Sorry, I got cut off for a quick second. What did we see?
All right, so you rolled a successful stealth check to get a peek of the room in front of you, and you see 3 lads that are currently taking shots at the walls, mining onyx ore. These guys are. And then there's 2 guards. Well, there's 2 guys who are in a similar dress, but they seem to be keeping a guard for everybody. They're actually scanning like up and down this room, keeping their eyes out.
And do we see kind of like the is their clothing similar to what you have seen on the Yanti guards, or they look out like outsiders?
Oh no, these are outsiders definitely. They're not Yanti either. You can definitely tell.
So they're humans, or like can you tell their race?
They're bipedal creatures, at the very
Okay.
least.
And the last thing, like I had a pretty decent perception there. Do I get to see their eyes? Does it look like the guy who tried to stab?
The perception was to hear the pickaxe hitting. If you'd like to peek your head around, it will be another stealth check, but then you can get another shot at trying to scan for their eyes.
Can I help? Sorry, can I help Branch with his stealth? Just kind of
I
like
have
lift
this-
him up onto my shoulders.
I have disadvantage on stealth checks because I'm wearing too big of an armor.
Huron,
actually have an
since you're
option.
already... Oh, go ahead.
So normally I have a familiar that I use pretty frequently, but normally it's a bird. But I was already thinking about changing it into like a salamander for this excursion. I was thinking maybe I could do that to go get a.
Oh yeah,
a
that'd
look.
be awesome.
All right. I'll let you know that the mines here are also infested by a population of small beetles that are called Crickstein bugs. And just because it's magic, you'd be able to transform them into a Crickstein bug as well. These are like small hand-sized bugs that feed off of all kinds of gemstones and things that are like, and then their chitin sort of takes on that color of what they're eating. So if you'd like to blend in your little familiar, that might be perhaps a better form.
Yeah, it feels okay. Yeah, I'll do that. Is the salamander like really out of place then? Like, would they see one and kind of like have a reaction to it?
Not necessarily.
I think I'd rather do the salamander, honestly.
Go for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So he actually Roz pops up his book and kind of like reaches his hand and it kind of goes like inside. There's like where it touches, there's like black and red smoke. Where as he reaches in and he pulls out a lizard, little red lizard with like black markings on him. Throws on the ground. Right, Xavier, I need you to enter the room and I will have a look. And he skitters inside that room, and I want to see through his eyes to get a look at their eyes because they had mentioned that to me.
All right. Let me roll something real quick. All right. Roll me a perception, please.
Oh, I gotta pull up.
Let's
a
say
salamander.
Huron also
Or no,
gets a chance to do that because you were, you're the only one who's so far successfully
I'm poking.
sneaked around. Yeah, perception.
I do that with my perception, correct? And not a salamander's? So I'm seeing through it, the eyes.
I believe it is the stats for the creature.
Okay.
It was almost really good, but I have a 9.
Very hard to tell somebody's eyes from that range, specifically because they are all wearing armor, like helmets and everything.
I'm looking at the salamander right now.
Mm-hmm.
Let up shit. Alright, well. Not good. I think it's just a flat 7. It's not good perception.
with the visors that they have on, it's very hard to make out any color of their eyes.
Not quite tell.
Well, what do you guys want to do? Do you want to stroll in there, announce ourselves, and see if they're friendly, or do you want to try and sneak in here and knock them out?
How many were there? You said.
Oh, they're
Looks
on the
like
map.
5.
Oh, there is a map update.
Yes, yes.
Fantastic.
It seem a little on edge. They might not be friendly.
There
And,
is one specific way that you could figure out whom they are, but like if I let you know, I'm giving it away. So, but there is something in the normal state of a mine. You don't have to get that hint because it is exceptionally cryptic. I understand. So,
Are they wearing any like safety equipment or have any safety measures in place, or does it look as though they're almost frenzied in their mining?
So, we in our notes, right? We had 3 pieces of notes. One of them said like one of the groups were collecting onyx because they needed to like stop
Right.
Dractail, and this group are also collecting onyx. Like, ideally, the people that are collecting onyx, like Dractail's people, technically would not be out there collecting onyx unless they want to just collect up all the onyx so that no one else can collect onyx.
Right.
Oh, does their clothing look like the people that were like wearing light armor were dead in that cave, or the?
okay, 2 things. They're not wearing any kind of protection from elements that you can see, and 2, they do not look similar to the light armor people.
I have done nothing and I'm already out of ideas.
I mean, we could just talk to them. I could go up there and maybe
Yeah,
have a conversation.
yeah. Branch is gonna. I think we're gonna just walk out and talk to them and see what happens. And if it's a fight to death, we'll do it.
So we go help to talk.
All right. As you round a corner and sort of walk up towards this area, one of them shouts, "They're here!" and all of them pull out their weapons. Everybody roll initiative.
All right. Well, this
That didn't
has
work.
gone as well as it could have. So I think.
Murder it is.
Yeah.
Oh, be it.
All right. Let me roll that natural 20 for my initiative real quick. That was not a natural one. Or natural 20. That was a 9 for a 12. So it's not bad. It's actually.
Oh. Go.
It's funny how Bill
Nice.
keeps rolling higher with the -1.
You leave me in my -1 dex mod out there.
Yeah, Bill is catching strays. My bad. Meant no disrespect. It was more of a jab on me.
We only accept strength chads in this household.
I mean, I think I have a. I don't know what Roz has to his dex, but I assume not a lot.
2
Oh,
actually.
2. Actually, not bad.
Yes, very good
Yeah.
rolled stats. Bad strength though, which is iconic.
I mean,
Oh, I'm surrounded by dex nerds.
actually, pretty much everybody is strong dex out here.
Pretty much.
Other campaign, like nobody's stealthy but the ranger, and he constantly rolls low on stealth just accidentally. So we are unstealthy as hell.
That's exactly what you want. That's why Pass Without Trace exists.
We keep trying to drop the hint to him, but he won't get it.
Oof.
I mean, for a ranger, like dropping a 2nd level spell is just so expensive.
I mean, what else are you using it on?
I mean, pretty much anything, any other thing. Yeah, I guess.
It's like, I'm very sorry, but you're already concentrating on Hunter's Mark. What do you mean second level spell slot?
I don't see my roll in the tracker. I already rolled.
You have to add it manually. It doesn't automatically do it.
You add yourself to initiative and then type.
I also don't see my name.
Oh, you gotta click on your character. There is a T button. Do that. I'm just doing that right now, actually.
Oh, I gotta do the.
Yeah, add your
Oh,
name.
it was a check mark. I did enter, and it wasn't enough. That's what happened. For sure.
Yeah. That just adds a space. It's kind of annoying, but here we are. All right.
My name is bigger than my token because the world shall know my name.
Onyx. Jumped. A1, A2.
Hey, yo, P1 is out here being an overachiever. What's up with that?
B2. He's a lad. Okay.
Oof.
Oh, these are. Oh, this is getting.
So the A is for average and B is for bad, right?
Yeah, you wish. Level. Don't worry about why I keep saying level.
Level.
This?
Okay. Right. So, at the turn of the combat, it will be Monsieur B1, whom is going to drop the pickaxe. It be damned. And he will pull out a longbow. Oh, everybody, if you could also write your names of your characters underneath it, that would be helpful.
Hold on it.
He is going to take a shot at Huron with a longbow. That is a 9-13.
You shouldn't get Huron, I don't think.
13 total.
13 does not hit.
I moved the wrong person. Whoopsie daisy. Just started it. I'm cheating already. Good God. I'll have him move 30 feet that way to do that shot. He does not have any bonus actions ready. Alara, you're up.
See. How far can a hand crossbow go? About 120.
I think
60.
60 base, 120 with disadvantage. But you can move into target something. You can move
Yeah.
30 feet first.
Yeah. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Also, if you don't mind, try sticking to the like letting your character snap towards the little
Oh,
rectangles.
okay. Sorry.
All good.
Okay, hand crossbow is 1d6.
Yes, but you have to try to hit first.
Huh?
To try and hit first.
Yep.
Which unfortunately
Sorry,
at
I'm
35 feet would be a disadvantage.
Disadvantage? Okay.
Wait,
Okay.
hand crossbow is only 30 feet?
Yeah, I just looked it up. It's 30, 120.
Oh, damn. Not good.
Which is kind of rough.
Disadvantage.
No, that's disadvantage.
Roll.
Laura, you should be able to move a little closer.
Yeah, you have more movement left now.
Oh yeah, these are the lava is just for cosmetics.
Oh, I counted out 30. That's why I thought I got 30 out, so. Did it- All right. How do you do the? Sorry, I'm.
No,
All good.
problem.
No, no.
Okay. Okay, so I did go 20 feet. I thought I had only went 30 feet.
All right, you got 10 more.
All right. How do I?
Go back to the hand.
Okay.
And there you go.
Okay.
That's 5. And then 10. There you go.
All right.
Now it's neutral.
Still bad.
Still
So
not
that's
great.
gonna be, I think, a total 12, right? Or what does it add to your hand crossbow?
I assume dex and
Mm.
proficiency.
Yeah, it's gonna be dex and proficiency. So 8 plus 2 is 10. What is your dex? I guess
My
3 more, so 13.
Dex. Oh, 13, yeah. Oh, wait, no. 8 plus 3. I have dexterity of 3, so.
Yeah, but your proficiency, you're
10.
proficient in hand crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So,
So
you
you
get
had
plus
five.
5.
13.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, DM, can I ask you to delete the ring that I added? Somehow I can't, after I added it, I can't delete it. Okay, good.
I got you. I was wondering why there was a giant ring on screen all of a sudden.
I was adding that for like an aura calculation because I don't have like a aura token, the plugin in this. So-
Makes sense. All right, so
Reg.
as you run out with your crossbow, you get it ready to take a shot, but unfortunately, the bolt starts to dip down and hits the floor in front of this enemy instead.
So I suppose it's my turn.
If there's nothing else you'd like to do, Alara, then it would be.
No,
Huron's
that's
turn.
all I can do.
All right, Huron, you're up.
Ancestral Arms is a bonus action. Yeah. I'm going to bonus action to activate Ancestral Arms.
Mm-hmm.
It's right there. So getting over here, 20. Perfect. I've got more than enough space. More than enough movement. I'm going to get over here next to Alara, it is, and I'm going to ready an action. If anyone comes to attack either of us, I'm going to hit him with
All
my
right.
spear.
Well done. That makes it Roz's turn. You're up.
All right. I'll move 5, 10, 15, 20, just right there.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just make sure the spacing on this real quick. Yeah, 90 feet on that. $120. All right, so I'm going to. Does anyone look like beefier than the rest out of the enemies?
Probably these two. A's.
Okay, I'm going to. I have my book in my my left hand, and I'm gonna hold my hand out and kind of like draw some like it's like black and red smoke, kind of drawing it from it. And I'm going to cast Hex with that energy onto A2
All right.
with my bonus action. And then kind of a similar energy, it's going to like ball up in my hand, it's going to shoot out a blast, and I'm going to Eldritch Blast him.
Go for it.
bonus on there. Ooh, natural one. Tragic.
That's rough.
That is rough. Yep, that's about all. It veers off. I'm getting used to these new powers.
All right, Vil, you're up.
Yippee! 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And. One moment. Check.
Oh, did you say you ended?
No, sorry.
Oh, okay.
I was just checking something. So, just a quick confirmation because I might have missed it if I did. Since the fight in the druids
Mhm.
shop, have we had a short rest?
No.
No.
She. Fair enough.
We have not specifically taken a short rest.
Understandable. Fair enough. In which case, I'm going to do my usual. When I end up not able to punch anyone, I'm going to toss a javelin at B1.
Go for it.
Javelin is 3120. So this is 20 plus 21.
That hits.
What does me? 9 piercing.
9 piercing to B1. That's a brutal hit to this one. He takes the javelin like right to the leg, and you can see that it immediately some of the blood starts to like, and then it like off of the lava on the floor.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but that's my turn.
All right. After B2's go, I'll be right back. But first, I'll have him run up behind A2, and he takes a shot at. He takes a shot at Alara. For 16, he takes a shot for 19 to hit.
Quick question for you, DM.
Mm-hmm.
Would you allow me to use, because the shot will be going right past me, would you allow me to use deflect missiles to try and catch that arrow?
Fair, but I'd probably say no.
Let's see.
Oh,
I have 18 armor.
It would hit.
What did I say?
You don't happen to
19?
have a shield on you, do you?
That hits.
No.
Okay.
Alright, that'll be 1d8.
Ooh.
That is
Yeah,
a
yeah.
9 piercing damage to Alara. Alright. And then I'll be right back in a second.
Sure thing.
I think I'll also take this opportunity to have a bathroom break.
Very fair.
I'm gonna get more
There you
dice.
go.
drop a spiritual weapon within 60 feet next to this guy right here.
Go
Oop,
for it.
that's too big. And then immediately mount an attack on him. Let's see if I can hit. That is not probably going to hit. That is a total of 11. That's not going to hit
Does
him.
not.
But there is a weapon there now that can do some damage later. And I'm gonna to get temp HP equal to 1d6 plus 3. That is 9 temp HP for a good old branch.
All right.
That's my turn.
Makes it a number 1. Whom is going to? I'll have him. I'll have him run up here and take a shot at Alara again. That's tough luck. That is a 15 to hit, which I believe does not, right?
Nah, that's a miss.
All right, so he takes out a rather large bow and takes a shot at Alara, but however, his arrow does not strike true. B number 3 is going to go up behind A1. Before he does, he takes a shot at Vil. 10 does not hit. He snuggles up behind A1. A2's turn. Okay, I'll have him move right there. And,
Oh, please attack me.
well, he is, but weren't you readying your action?
I was.
Oh, but
It was
only
for-
for once he attacks. Okay, I'll have him attack.
Yes.
Then. So let's have him. Let's let this go through first. That's a 9, 13, 15. Does not hit, I assume.
15 is not good enough. No, sir.
All right.
And I will retort in kind. Let's get rid of this old roll. With my spear. 14 is probably not going to hit.
That's a hit. Misses.
Yep.
All right. You go for a little bit of a jab, but his chest armor is sufficient in blocking him.
Mm-hmm. We just got here. We're all just feeling each other out.
Okay.
It's fine.
B1 is going to litter some more arrows towards Huron's way. Does not like that you just took an attack on his man. That's rough.
That was
That's not enough.
That was a ready to action. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me just a second, TM.
Mm-hmm. I'll have him move behind there as well.
Oh, deflect missiles. Does it say that I can catch it and throw it back?
Yes, it does.
If you
before
reduce the
he-
damage to 0.
but
It's a key point to throw it back, right?
yes. Is deflect missiles? Yeah, you use your reaction. So since you just burned your
Yes.
reaction attacking him.
Is it? Did they change that?
So since he missed, would the damage of the attack automatically count as 0?
Oh, like that? Not for what you're trying to do, which is, I think, trying to throw it back,
Okay.
right?
Well,
Because you technically
Yes.
reduced it to 0.
oh, I'm sorry. It specifically says I have to be hit.
Yes.
Never mind. I'm all good.
I respect it. Alara, you're up.
Mm,
As a reminder, if you can end your turn within the green, within the golden circle, you would get 1d6 plus 3 temp HP.
okay. What? I am determined to try to get this. Let's see. 1d6 plus.
To hit first, so 1d20 plus 5.
Yeah.
Shucks.
That unfortunately misses.
All right.
Does the A and B look pretty much wearing similar types of armors?
Similarly armed, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Like,
Hold on.
am I getting a sense
Similarly
that
armed?
one is easier to hit than others by any means, like by looking at them?
Not really. Their armor seems like sufficient.
Gotcha. So at least, yeah. Okay.
Anything else you would like to do, Alara?
Ilara,
Nope.
1d6
Oh.
plus 3 temp
Oh.
HP, please.
Yes.
1d6 plus what?
3
3?
temp HP. Yep.
Okay. Where is this? 1d6
Mhm.
plus 3.
That's 7
Nice.
temp HP right there.
All right.
All right. Huron, you're up.
I would like to take a step over here, right there, and then right there to get some flanking with Vil. And we're gonna do what I always do. I would like to make an attack with my spear.
Go for it.
6, 7 plus is for the flank. Oh, for Pete's sake! The
Nice save.
10 will not hit.
No, will not.
And so we'll go with a fist. 7. 15 to hit.
That's with the flanking as well.
That is with the flank.
That does not hit.
All right, so that one's no good. You know what? I haven't spent any key this session. We'll spend a key to Flurry of Blows
Go for
and
it.
make 2 bonus action attacks. I did not add anything to that, so 15 again to hit.
Hold on. The other thing that lets you hit twice, is that not also a bonus action? Or am I wrong?
So I have martial arts, which allow. So I'm essentially. Oh, you're right.
And only bonus action once, right?
Yeah.
I can only bonus because my offhand fist is a bonus action. So that was my two attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's it. I completely forgot that two weapon fighting is a bonus action.
D6 plus 3 for you. And then Roz, you're up.
And, yep.
Right. All right. I'm gonna move a little bit more into this circle. How? I actually move one more back. How healthy is the hexed one looking right now?
I'm pretty sure he has taken nothing. Which one is this? Is A2? He has not been hit yet.
Then I'm gonna. All right, let's go back to what I know, and I'm gonna form like this, like glass ball, like in front of my hands. It's gonna like you can see like fire rolling inside, and I'm gonna launch it at the one that I hexed. I believe that's A1 or whatever that is. Anyways,
As you do that,
Yeah.
number B1 sort of uses his reaction to dash out in front of his buddy to give you disadvantage on this attack.
okay.
Oh no, I already used my reaction. Never mind.
No, you got a
You-
new reaction back, but
Well,
I don't
he's not
think-
actually moving. That's just an ability to have.
Oh, he's not actually moving.
No,
Okay.
no, he's standing stationary.
Also Huron temp HP, if you forgot.
Oh, I already did it.
Oh,
I got 8.
beautiful.
Oh god, your temp HP rolls are also high. Goodness.
Except for our attack rolls.
Oh yeah, your
Yeah,
temp.
it's can't
Yeah,
hit.
18. 18 with
Hits the wrong
disadvantage.
side of a barn.
Nice. 18 will hit.
Right on. All right. It's been so long since this move is hit. And make sure that the damage die. All right, 3d8. All right.
Did you hit them with?
Chromatic orb.
Ah. Fun stuff. Also hexed, right? So you get
Oh,
1d6 extra.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
D6
rolled the
extra.
wrong die just now. 1 second. How did I roll multiple die?
Chromatic orb was such the right thing to give disadvantage to, but it unfortunately didn't matter.
Oh, that's how I added. Okay, 3d8, and then add this. 15. 15
Alright.
damage, and then a d6 from the hex.
Hex. Yep.
Oh, 6. So that's 21 damage total.
Any particular way you'd like to end this one?
Yeah, I'm gonna launch the orb, and as soon as it shatters on his armor, he's gonna catch in flames. The smoke has this particularly black edge to it. But he's just gonna burn alive.
All right. Despite being in an already, or while being in a hot environment already, you can see that this type of fire seems to be a different kind of fire than just natural hot rock. It almost looks like it's alive, trying to crawl all the way around this man as he is just incapable of putting it out entirely. And quickly, his sporadic, crazy movements quickly start to dull and become much slower as he falls over, dead.
I think you can also move the hex to someone, I guess, right?
Yeah, on the
Yeah,
next turn.
I gotta wait till my. Yeah, I'm on concentrating on it right now.
Ah, gotcha.
All right, temp HP, and then that'll make it Ville's turn.
Oh, how much was the temp HP again? Sorry.
D6 plus 3.
Oh, Jesus!
You love to see that.
Actually, immortal. All right.
Yeah, my wizard ass needs that.
Well, my turn. I'll go there.
Go for
I'm
it.
going to punch B1 in the spine.
Go for it.
Just confirming I get flanking.
Yes, this
Yep,
will
yep.
be a flank.
Ooh, miss.
Not gonna help.
Fortunately, he whips around his shield from trying to block the chromatic orb, and you punch bare knuckle straight into his shield.
Well, that's my turn.
All right. That makes it B2's turn. This buddy, oh pal, he is going to... Oh, B2, that's this one, okay. Need to keep these chicks in order. As in small chickens. B2, he's going to... Well, perhaps not the smartest on the playground, this one. He's going to run up. Actually, I would have him go run this way, because then he can get flanking on you. I'll have him try to synchronize an attack with B1. His longsword is... Ooh! His longsword is a +4, 13, or 23, and then 25 to hit.
That's more than enough.
That'll do a D1 of these. +2. That is 8 slashing damage total on you.
Right, there goes my temporary hit points.
I'll get them back. Don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, I
Perfectly
forgot to roll my temporary hit points.
You get it every turn.
It is
Ah,
very
I
good.
rolled-
Okay, well, still got 4. Branch, you're up.
All right. So fairy fire is a 20-foot cube. Would you let me do a angled cube that just catches these 3?
I'd say for that it would be just like a stationary cube.
No, I know. I want a
Well,
stationary
that's what
cube
I mean.
that goes like this.
Uh,
So I want to
it's-
just catch these 3 people, not my friends, if I can.
Hold on, let me read it actually properly.
They get a
Each
dex
object in a
save.
20-foot cube within range is outlined in blue, green, and violet light. Any creature in the area when the spell is cast is also outlined in light if it fails a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
For the duration, which
I'd
is
keep
concentration up to a
I'd
minute.
keep that type of stuff to just like a along the path of these the things here. So like
Okay,
horizontal and not diagonal. Just to
In
keep
that
it
case,
simpler.
Huron, do you think if I put you in the fairy fire, you'd be able to pass the dex save more or less? You'd think you would take the chance?
Are
if
you
the
are you asking me if I trust my dice? The answer is
Yes.
no.
In that case, okay, let's keep it simple. I'm gonna cast Bless on Ilara, Veil, and Huron. And then I'm gonna whack at B3. Just keep things simple. So all three of you get a D4 to your rolls, and that is 18 to hit B3. And 5 damage to B3.
Oh, sorry, say again? I was not paying attention.
18 to hit B3.
18 hits.
Yeah, that and 5 damage to B3.
All right, 5 damage to B.
And I'm gonna say I'm concentrating. Ilara, Veil, and Huron are blessed.
Yep. All right. A number 1.
And I'm not gonna reroll my temp HP because I already have max.
That's fair. I'll have him just waltz up and attack Huron. That's a 8, 10, 14 to hit, which I
Get
don't
wrecked.
Is not good enough.
get wrecked. Okay. That will make it B3's turn. I'm just gonna try to 10, 20, 30. That works.
Huron is
Surrounded on all corners.
The room is literally on fire, and I'm saying this is fine.
Yeah. 11, 15.
15 is not good enough.
Get wrecked, idiot.
A2 stays dead. B1, oh my god. Actual roller coaster of getting your D smashed in potentially. Yeah, like 20 plus.
That'll do.
Okay, so he has D, no, not one of those. A D one of those. Plus, what is it? 2, 4. Good one. 4 slashing damage. From B1 there.
All right. I'm still fine.
All right, Ilara. Now they're in your range to just go and thwack.
Move there. All right, Alara, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna move up one. Oops. And I am going to actually use my brain. Come on,
Quarterstaff.
brain. Work with
Staff.
quarterstaff. Yeah, my quarterstaff.
So you have a +8 to this, by the way. +8 plus a D4.
+8 plus a D4. Okay.
Yes.
So-
Since you are effectively flanking this guy between 2 allies, you get an extra
Okay.
+2 to hit.
Okay, so
Roll the D4 separately. The plus and D4 and D20 kind of gets confused.
okay. It's +8, right?
Yeah, D20 plus 8, then it roll a D4.
And then a D4.
Jeez.
13, 16 hits.
Yes, we found their AC.
Okay.
Good one.
And
Yeah,
again.
you added D8 plus 4? No, D8 plus...
D8 plus 2.
Yeah.
D8.
Wait, I made a mistake there. You had a +4 to the attack, not +6. Initially, I assumed you had your strength was +4, not +2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that total would be a 14. That probably would miss. My
2,
bad.
4, 6. Yeah, that would miss.
Yeah,
Dang it.
Unfortunate.
yeah. But no, I think we at least we tricked the DM into telling us the AC. Haha. That was the plan.
Well done. You got me when I barely pay attention. All right.
Oh, you do get a D6 plus 3 if you lost any temp HP.
Nope.
All right.
Do you have max? You can always roll to see if you get higher than 7.
Okay.
Yeah. And you lose the previous when you gain new.
Like 9.
actually, you
there you
can-
go.
Yeah.
You
there
can
go.
choose.
Yeah, you get to choose. All right.
9 works.
Huron, you've been surrounded by an absolute whirlwind of blades. What would you like to do?
This is, like, as I said, this is fine. I'm gonna try and hit B3.
Go for it.
Start with the spear.
I'll give disadvantage on this one thanks to B2 burning his reaction.
Okay.
I'll put that on him just so I remember.
So 5 plus the 2 for flanking is 7. 7 with disadvantage. And I roll a 3. So there's nothing for the spear then. Let's do another flurry of blows. Let's spend another key point, and we will
these are neutral,
attack
yeah.
with a. Yes, we'll attack with an unarmed strike, also at +7.
Wow. You are rolling.
I am
rough.
rolling. I am rolling a d20, right? There are other numbers on this dice.
I think you gotta change up the dice color. I feel like this
That's
dice color is
rough.
cursed. Change this dice color to something else.
Yeah, did it.
The colors going to dice jail.
Alright.
Hey,
There you
look
go.
at that. There are other numbers on this dice.
Good job, buddy. You got him.
So, unarmed strike with a dirty 20.
That is.
All right.
Wait.
So one.
How did B2 become incapacitated again?
He's not incapacitated. That's just that to show that he burnt as a reaction. So I can
Ah.
remember.
Gotcha. Okay. I'd like to wait.
Hold
Who
on.
did that?
The last numbers. What was? Yeah. No, never mind. So we're doing a D4 plus 3 for 5 damage.
All right, a solid punch straight to the sternum, but he does continue standing.
That is all I have.
All right. That makes it Roz's turn. You're up.
Bet. Okay, I'm going to move my.
D6.
I'm going to
Yes.
use my bonus action to move my hex to B1,
Go
and
for
then
it.
I'm going to. Do I want to use another spell slot? That is the question. How much damage have the other two taken? Or the three, I guess.
A1 is looking fine. So is B2.
What about B3?
B3 got a little messed up, like quite a bit messed up.
All right. Then I'm going to use another spell slot. I'm going to actually cast Magic Missile.
Go for it.
I'm going to send 2 into B1, and that's where I'm also going to use my Hex application, because I can only get 1. And then my third one I'm going to send... Actually, no, one on the Hex with Hex damage, and the other 2 onto B3.
Go for it.
Okay.
Those automatically hit, so there you go.
Yes, they're D4s.
Unless they cast shield, they don't.
Haha.
They can't. Shield stuff's magic missile. Yeah.
Yeah, specifically.
What? Let me... I need to see the actual damage. There's like a modifier for...
It's 1d4 plus 1.
Yeah,
Plus
it's plus
one.
1.
Gotcha, that's what it is.
So that was 3
Alright, so
damage
it's
on
just
B1,
3...
3
not...
plus a
yes.
D6.
Yes.
and then the hex.
3... It's 7 damage on B1, and then I'm gonna send 2 more of those D4s,
To B3.
and it's gonna be with plus 2. Roll that. It's another 7 damage on B3.
All right. Any particular way you'd like to take out both of them?
Oh my god. No, I'm just gonna kind of like hold out kind of like a finger gun at the end of my nail, like this little like black like smoky energy, and then like instantly 3 darts shoot out. And the one on the hex, whenever it impacts the smoke that was hanging on him from the hex, like coalesces there for the impact,
All right.
and they burn away.
All right. As B number 1 gets shot a bunch by a lot of these darts, every single time a dart impacts, well, he only gets hit by 1, but the dart splits into multiples as it goes to B1, and on every single part that they attack, you can see almost like little explosions, just these puffs of smoke that pop off of him, and he drops to the ground dead.
I forgot to ask, Huron, on your attacks, did you end up actually using the bless?
It wouldn't have mattered. I didn't
Okay.
roll high enough on any of them to.
Okay, cool. All right, just wanted to make sure.
All right. Vil, you're up.
Yippee!
Now I remember.
Well, stepping over a bunch of corpses. Gonna wander around into a more advantageous position and attempt to murder this guy,
Go for it.
as is my God-given right. Never mind.
Oh, come on.
Your god denied the right.
I have lost the grace of God. I no longer possess the mandate of heaven.
All right, change this die. This color is not for us. Silver
That's
and purple is not
rough,
for us.
bud. Unless you would like
Half
to-
HP if you haven't taken any.
Level 5 can't come soon enough.
B2.
Yeah, trust me.
He's going to attack Huron to his left. Nah.
And gonna miss.
Yeah, he misses horribly.
I'm happy to not take that damage.
He's going to move right there. And I just saw the weapon sneaking up behind them. Branch, you're up.
Yeah, Branch is gonna first of all try to use the bonus action to hit with the weapon, and that is going to be
With disadvantage, this one. I'll have B2 use this thing again. Assume you're attacking A1.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll go through with that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Just use the reaction. Could not hit. It would have hit, but disadvantage took it away. And for my action, I'm actually just holding concentration and doing nothing. I'm gonna run up actually and swing at A1 again myself.
Go for it.
And that is going to be a total of, let me read it out. That is going to be a total of, I think that hits 18.
That hits.
And for 11 damage.
A1 takes 11 damage. That's a rough shot. All right.
That's my turn. I'm gonna, I actually didn't, I still have max. I'm not gonna roll 4 new temp HP.
That's fair. A1. All right, he's going to go and try and knock off Branch, or just hit you in general. Nah.
Coward. Missed.
You ran up to him and hit him. What do you mean, coward? B3 still dead?
Hitting the 2.5-foot guy. Very brave of you.
Oh, wow, okay. Didn't know that Shade was part of the package deal. Elora, you're up.
All right.
You can run around to the other side of A1 to get flanking if you want.
Yeah. Get out of my way. I'm gonna go right here.
Right here would be flanking. It has to be like a direct
Oh.
line.
Okay.
There you go. Disrespect the dead while you're at it.
I just wanted to kick him a little out of the way. I haven't been able to hit anybody yet.
Oh, maybe this time will be a
Welcome to
different
the
fate.
club.
Okay.
Alright,
so-
change the die. Change the die to a different color. I think whatever you've been using not been good. We have proven different dice work better. We just.
Yeah, my wood
There
ones
you
are
go.
working out. That was my roll.
Oh shit!
Oh, no.
I took the good one. Oh,
No, you couldn't.
yeah, that's the
Oh
hits.
shoot! I forgot to add my stuff in. So
That's fine. It already hits 19 plus D4. so
Yeah.
it hit.
Yeah, that's all good.
okay, so that is. Where's my quarterstaff?
D8.
One
plus-
d8. 1d8 plus 2.
Mm-hmm.
D8 plus 2.
10 points of
9.
Any particular way you would like to end this one?
Just gonna take it and lift it over my head and then slam as hard as it in the head as I can.
All right. As he tries to take a bit of a snipe attack at Branch, he gets called a coward, and he turns around with sadness in his eyes. As he looks up, this giant staff comes bearing down on top of him and clocks him right in the head. And as the ringing in his ears does not subside, his life, however, does.
As this one dies, I look at Huron and call out, like, keep one alive.
Speaking of, that's your turn.
Speaking of, I'm just gonna sneak around behind here and just put my hand on the shoulder of B2 and say, "Well, son, it's your lucky day." And then I'm gonna punch him in the face.
Go for it.
So unarmed strike. Get my dice out again. 22 to hit.
Well, I'm not sure. Ah, fuck! As he gets hit right in the face.
4, 2, 3. 6 damage.
Heard.
How does he look?
He's fine.
All right. And we're going to go for a bonus action unarmed attack, just the one this time.
Go for it.
Just 7. 25 to hit.
Here they are. Come on.
Yeah. And then another D4 for 7 damage.
I assume you're trying to non-lethal this man?
I'm trying to knock him out. With the power of percussion.
As if you picked the perfect number out of the sky. You put your large knuckles, upon the face of this gentleman. His brain simply cannot help but bounce around in his skull a few times, and he drops to the ground unconscious.
Go sleep. Go sleep. Go to sleep. Okay.
Nice.
One's
All right.
alive.
Tie him up. Tie him up. I have 50 feet of rope that I bought for 5 silver.
Yeah.
Tie him up immediately.
Take his weapons, take his armor, see if he has any money on him. And I suppose we'll do the same for the dead guys too.
These ones do not have money on them. However, they do have a partial day of mining's worth of onyx on them.
Hell yeah.
All three
lovely.
combined, they would have, while I stalled to find the equation that I wrote down.
Damn, we should have just let them mine a little bit longer.
That is funny. This would be... two... 4... You find 40 gold's worth of onyx on the three of them.
All right. 40.
Quick question: How much onyx did we have in the bag of holding previously?
I don't remember. Haven't taken that note.
So
Actually.
great
Yeah.
question. I have it
Yeah, it's-
written out in sporadic bursts in my notes here.
So that we
somewhere.
have some already.
Yeah, should be a good amount. Where did I just go? Session GB. That is... I'm not entirely sure, but we'll figure it out. I'll have a look at that post-session.
Okay.
To see if I have it written
And-
down here anywhere.
I'm actually more interested in like they said they're here. Do they have like any kind of description or any kind of things on us so that they knew who they are?
No.
Notes or something.
So yeah, I just want to look for like if they have any kind of like a notes or anything
Oh,
on
like
them.
that. Okay. They don't have any physical, like pictures of you or a note that says to attack you or anything of that sort.
All right, we'll wake the guy up who is now unconscious and be like, how did you know that we are they and they're here?
Want to cast friends on him?
All right. Do keep that in mind because we've already gone a little bit over the time for today. just because I
yeah.
wanted to finish off the combat real quick. But keep those maneuvers in mind, and it's been lovely playing with y'all today.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Take care,
Thank you
everybody.
for running, Chief.
Thanks for the game, y'all.
Yep, I got you.
And well, Liz, welcome,
burned
to,
a few
Liz, welcome
people.
to the group.
Yeah.
I burned people.
Yes, Alara and Roz.
I will catch all you folks later.
All
Yep,
right.
until next time.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Right.
Take care, all.
Next week, everybody. Bye bye.
Yep. See you next week.
Next week.
All right. Like I had said to them, it was a pleasure streaming for y'all today. I hope you enjoyed yourselves as much as I did, and I would love to host you in the manor again sometime. Bye bye.